totally new and different.
I know.
I know. Oh, that is new, different.
What's up, everybody? Slightly Off Topic crew here, live on the YouTube. What?
We have a YouTube?
So breaking news, Facebook is down. Mark Zuckerberg needs to get his Android-ass hands plugged into the Matrix and get that shit working.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Anyways, sorry about that. Okay, so anyways, we're here live. We are on YouTube. Welcome to everybody that doesn't normally watch us on YouTube. Welcome to all our Facebook followers. We are live here. We are ready to kick this show off. Episode 41, Captain Marvelous, maybe for some of us. I am your host, the real Ant-Man. Tonight I have with me Ita.
What up?
King Black Cherry.
What's going on?
Yeah.
So I'm like plugging my phone in.
It's all good. We're here. We're ready. We're doing this. Come on. Woo! Okay, breaking news. What do we got? What do we got, Pete? Breaking news. Chris!
Well, hold
what
on.
do we got?
Do we have anything to say before?
I don't even know where we're going. I didn't even check the sliders tonight. So we are going to the final frontier tonight. Me and you guys. I have no clue what's coming up in the topics.
Before we went live, was there anything that happened?
One of the Jets returners went to the Bills.
What we talked about before, what's it called? Before...
Well, we'll talk more about football later
Rockstar.
on.
Aunt Becky?
Aunt Becky, yes, Aunt Becky.
Aunt Becky from Full House?
Yes, that one. Sorry.
Oh, we'll start there. So, there was this lovely scandal that just went down over the past 2 days.
Yeah.
Where a bunch of rich Hollywood elites and other rich people got in trouble for paying for their children to go to school.
I don't know if I'll call Aunt Becky Hollywood elite, but hey, I guess to each his own.
I mean, she's on Full House, bro. I mean, that's the pinnacle of sitcoms.
Let's say
is she in the newer house?
The Fuller House. Yeah.
Fuller
But
House.
let's say this: the lowest that I've seen the payments that were going to these schools was $500,000, and it went up into the millions from there to buy their kids scholarships, to buy their kids into the school.
Hey man, they're good parents. They love their kids. You know what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
oh no, not that it's highly illegal and all the people that don't have any money. You know.
Hey, just hush. Just take this little money, okay?
Just
take
a little money, man. My kid, man. I want my kid to go to school. You know what's wrong with that? You know?
Oh, what's wrong with it? Oh, okay. Let's break down what's wrong with it.
Okay.
Let's say the fact of like, hey, your child.
Yeah, it's my child.
Your child.
If I don't have a child, but you know.
Yeah, your child.
Your future child. Your future child
is like, he's there. He or she is there to get to the college they want to be at, but this college only accepts a limited amount of people, and say they only accept 15 people in. That's what FSU school is, film school is, which is crazy. They only allow 15 people in a year. Crazy, unbelievable. Anyway, coming down to it, and your son or daughter gets shafted because of the fact that some celebrity bullshit motherfucker that says like, hey,
like Aunt Becky?
Yeah, Aunt Becky.
Like Aunt Becky that says like, here, I'm sliding this money.
My kid is better than your kid.
Exactly.
Okay?
Who probably was failing grades.
Screw your kid and your
was probably
scholarship.
a 2.9, not a 4.0 like your kids.
And she just wanted to go to school to party.
Exactly.
Set it on her Instagram.
Did she?
The kid, yeah.
Well, that's a really bad kid.
That's a really bad case of bullshit. That's what that is. So,
well, hey, your mom's going to jail for you, dumbass.
Anyways, we have some other breaking news. Well, breaking rumor. Okay,
breaking rumor.
So, there's a rumor floating around, and Take-Two's stock shares went skyrocket
that's right.
after this rumor. There's a rumor that one company that one of us that's sitting in this room loves more than the other companies is going to purchase Take-Two.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Do you know who Take-Two makes? What they do?
Don't they make Rockstar?
Yeah, they are
Rockstar.
Rockstar.
They make Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, yes, they do.
They also do 2K?
2K shitty games?
No, NBA's good, man.
Okay.
The wrestling's shitty.
Okay, let's get this straight. 2K, NBA 2K games are frustrating.
But, to say the least, man.
But it's better in live.
It is better than live, yes. But that doesn't make it right. Because I can sit there and tell you the fact, I probably spend $75 on top of probably the $100 edition. So probably $175 on 2K just alone. Just for one character. If I wanted multiple characters, guess how much I'm spending then?
Over 300.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Because the grind system in the NBA 2K games is fucking atrocious. They start you off at a 65, while everyone who just pays extra $50 for their characters, and they get bump up to 85.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. You bump up the attributes to 85, and you can work your towards to 99.
That's like how you play to win when you're playing the EA, like the pro, like the Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's garbage too.
Yeah, it's garbage, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I hate play to win.
I'll be honest, man. I was playing
pay to win, sorry.
What was it, NBA 2K15 or 16 we were playing, man?
The one they gave you for free on the PlayStation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I couldn't even win a game,
Dude,
ever.
I wanted to throw
easy and I can't win a
literally
game.
want to throw my controller right through the damn screen because every single time I make a jump shot, like, I'll make an open... I can't make an open jump shot, but then, lo and behold, like, LeBron James, like, in your face, boom, he shoots a three-point right in your eye, dude. And you're like, what the hell, man? I'm trying to play defense here. I can't even play defense.
That's what you get for playing up against the GOAT.
Yeah, dude, when I was Michael Jordan, I whooped his ass, so... That's a real goat. Oh, speaking of which, I just want to bring this up. Wait a minute, before we go to the subject I was going to bring up. So, 2K's getting bought by who?
Sony.
Ooh.
That's the rumor.
Rumor. May not happen, but rumor nonetheless.
Bye-bye, Xbox. Bye-bye, Xbox. Adios. Nice knowing you. Speaking of LeBron and Mike, I'm going to bring this up. I don't know if you guys have any more thoughts about that. But, so LeBron surpassed Michael Jordan last week to be the 4th leading scorer of all time. I think Michael Jordan is 5th now. And, of course, they had this big thing or whatever. It's like, LeBron, they made this huge, video and all that. Yet the Lakers are probably not going to make the playoffs.
No, they're not.
They actually have the same record this year that they had last year without LeBron. And I posted something the other day on Facebook just to see how, poll of the week, just to see how people thought what they thought. It's like, who should be labeled the greatest player of all time? And I say either Jordan or LeBron. And Jordan, 95% to 5% LeBron, got who should be labeled greatest player of all time, which I concur and I agree and all that. I just think it's funny, though, because we had the discussion about, who the greatest is. And now I think more than certain is Jordan, is the greatest compared to LeBron. Even
it's different eras, but I would say that Jordan was better, and I think the one reason why I would say is he's a better defender.
He's just a better competitor too. Like, he's somebody who, if let's say for instance he's down by 20 points, he's just gonna keep on playing. He ain't gonna just shut it down. He ain't gonna be like, okay, let me sit down and just whatever, call it quits. He'll just keep on playing, just because that's how he was. He's somebody who never gave up. I feel like LeBron's. I mean, don't get me wrong. LeBron's one of the most talented players. Like, he's gifted, such a gifted talent, right? With his speed, his size, his athleticism. But at the same time, I don't think he has a killer instinct like Jordan had. Jordan is just cutthroat. Jordan is the type of guy who, he doesn't care, whatever. He's gonna completely go balls to the wall and beat you, and then literally, and he wasn't about making friends on the court. He didn't care about your friends or not. He'll beat you regardless of how close you are or not, because he wanted to win more than you did.
Yeah.
So I just think it's funny, the whole thing with LeBron and going to the Lakers and all. And it goes to show too, he's been playing all in the East all these years. And I said it before, and I said it again. The East is weak compared to the West. So West has all the premier teams, and the East has only a handful of good teams.
So when we get to the next sport we're going to talk about, I think the tide's shifting on that one. But we'll get to there. We'll get there.
Oh, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
But I'm just saying, though, when it comes to the NBA, for the longest time,
I think we all know, if we grew up watching Jordan play, I think it's pretty easy to say that he's better than LeBron. But I think a lot of people who've never seen Jordan play don't know that, and LeBron's the best they've seen since they've been alive. So,
go ahead, Chris.
I'm just going to say this. An all-around player, I think LeBron's better. All-around leader, on and off the court, LeBron.
No, Jordan's a better leader.
Really?
Off the court, I'd say LeBron.
Really?
Like you talk about.
What did Jordan do besides give you some shoes that you pay over $100?
Oh, you talk about like you're not a leader. You're talking about
cheating
like
on his wife, you know.
Oh, you talking about like role model?
Yeah.
Oh, role model? Yeah, like LeBron's probably maybe a better role model. Than...
Absolutely, he's a better
He's
role
opening
model.
a school.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying I thought you mean like role
stuff.
model. Yeah, I'll say maybe.
I said on role model as far as like on and off the court.
Yeah, I see what you're saying though. Yeah, I thought you meant a leader like as in a team. I think Jordan's a better leader because he's more competitive. He made everybody else compete more. I think.
But did he though?
He did actually. I think he did. I think.
You know what I think LeBron did?
I think he's a good playmaker, but he didn't really make players better. I think players weren't really pushed to be better. Like when you were in the court with Jordan, he was so competitive. You had to play better just to keep up with him because he'll literally tell you suck. You know, like LeBron's the type of guy.
Like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady will go right over to you and be like,
yeah, you suck.
He'll get right in your face, dude.
Yeah, he'll say you're exactly because Tom Brady's the same way. He's a very competitive guy. So for me, is they try to up your game.
So then, what did LeBron do when JR missed that whole thing where he was like, "What are you doing?"
I mean, yeah, but
that was J.R. Smith being J.R. Smith at its finest, dude. Oh my God, I'll never forget that, dude.
I think though, like, the problem with LeBron is he wants to be your friend. He wants people to like him. He wants, Jordan didn't care about that. He didn't care about being liked. He didn't care about being cool friends with somebody. That wasn't his priority. I mean, you can even ask I remember the first three-peat. I mean, Pippen and him were not best buds. I mean, Pippen kind of was annoyed the fact that he was like kind of like the sidekick to Jordan. And now once Jordan retired the first time, Pippen took over, but then he realized, hey, he wanted to win championships, and he needed Jordan back.
Pippen is like literally where people go to when they talk about sidekicks.
Yeah.
But that's like basically if you look up sidekick in the dictionary, you see Pippen's face right there.
But I mean,
sidekick to sidekick, you got Rodman.
But no, the thing is though, like with Pippen though,
like I've watched Batman and I've heard him say to Robin, "Hey, know your place, Pippen." Like that's how we know.
But Pippen is a great player though. He's an amazing player. Amazing defender, amazing. He is kind of an all around guy too, like LeBron was. He wasn't a good passer, but he was a great defender. Great, he drove to the basket, dunked the ball, like 3-point shot. Like he did it. Like he kind of rebounding. He did it all in that point. But he just wasn't like. Of course, he wasn't the same level as Jordan was.
So so you tell me LeBron didn't push Kyrie to be better. He didn't push Kevin Love to be better.
I think Kyrie is a really good player.
I could say yes in that. I could say his years in Miami though. I think Wade pushed him to be better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wade and Shaq pushed him to be better.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Like I don't.
Because Wade to me is a better on the court leader than LeBron is.
Yes.
Wade's fucking awesome.
Yes.
Like I hate to admit it too because I hate the Heat.
But you see though.
Dude, I respect the man.
But here's the thing though. You just proved my point. You're saying Wade is a better leader, and Jordan is a much better Dwayne Wade. So Jordan's a better leader than LeBron on the court. We just proved.
Yeah, he got leader, but I mean, I don't know. What about Steph Curry? I'd say he's a pretty damn good leader.
I think Steph Curry is definitely the best 3-point shooter of all time.
I think Steph Curry is what makes that team tick. He's the
cog
in the wheel.
I don't know about.
I guarantee if you took Steph Curry off that team, they'd be garbage, even with all the players on there. Guaranteed.
No.
What was their record when he was hurt this year?
No, they're a playoff team with Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. They're a playoff team.
Not without Steph Curry.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious.
No, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. I tell you what's saying about the Lakers though. If they get Klay Thompson next year, they're definitely a playoff team.
Anyways, who cares about basketball? Let's talk about. Wait
a minute, hold up.
What was your other breaking news?
Do you have any more breaking news?
You said you had breaking news.
I don't know if
I thought you said you had other breaking news besides basketball.
Maybe wrestling.
What was the breaking news for wrestling?
Oh, Harlem Heat got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's very awesome.
Booker T. That's twice for Booker T. Right?
The only two-time.
No,
he's gonna be
five time.
The only two-time Hall of Famer is Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels. That's really good company.
Yeah,
extremely good company.
Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, and now Booker T.
And Harlem Heat very well deserves it.
Stevie Ray,
Booker T, Stevie Ray, dude, they deserve it because it's funny though. I remember when I was watching wrestling back in the day. Like I used to like WWE, but I like WCW more because I feel their wrestling was much better. It was much more it just seemed more real.
Talking about early mid-90s.
Early mid-90s, because it wasn't all goofy. Like, you know, they didn't
Yeah.
have like Mantor and like the Gobbledygooker or whatever.
But they did have who's the RoboCop guy?
Oh,
The Shocker.
oh, the Shockmaster.
Shockmaster.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a shitty ass gimmick. But
Didn't they also have like some like Sub-Zero or something like that?
Oh,
Glacier.
Yeah, Glacier. Oh my god, it was terrible.
Or the Yeti.
yeah.
Or the Dungeon of Doom. They had some really shitty ones. But no, Harlem Heat was a great highlight for that time though, because they're a badass tag team too, man. Really good. And dude, they're like I think 9-time tag team champions.
Yeah,
in
that's
WCW.
definitely a great tag team to put in.
Very surprising too. The funny thing is, okay, so it takes place in New York WrestleMania, and it's Harlem Heat, but they're really from Houston, so it's kind of funny the whole thing.
Now, terrible pick for the Hall of Fame. Tori Wilson doesn't deserve to even sniff the Hall of Fame. Terrible.
She's just
She was a valet, and still Chyna's not in the goddamn Hall of Fame.
she is in a Hall of Fame.
No, she's in there because they put
DX.
DX in there. That doesn't count.
That still counts.
Doesn't count.
Okay,
Doesn't count.
so here's the thing, dude. There's talks about the Hart Foundation going in. I don't think they're going to end this year. I think because DX.
Of course not, because DX going.
Well, DX and Harlem Heat is going, so they're not going to go in. But
Hopefully, Bam Bam Bigelow's the last one.
I hope so. Well, they don't have anybody else who died. Like, I guess they're supposed to have one person who passed away to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, one per year. I mean, if you induct the Hart Foundation, that's like 4 people who are not there, man.
I mean, is that like a rule? You only have one person who died?
That's
no,
like-
it's like the unspoken rule because Vince doesn't want like too much negative, like, oh, like why are all these wrestlers dead? Kind of like talk.
That's the unspoken rule.
Yeah, so
Because like all the wrestlers who've died over the last like 20, 30 years.
I gotta interrupt you for a second. We got people watching in here and they're not commenting. Yo, throw us some comments. Get involved. We can, we'll answer your questions. Join in on the conversation. Let us know your opinion. We'll talk about it on the air. Come on, guys.
I mean, us 3 of us on our phone, so it's 2 people watching.
Yeah. Well, anyways, they're watching. They're listening. Maybe we got to go back on Facebook, tell people to get over here. Anyways, look, go. We ready to move on to the next topic?
I think so. I'm just happy that Harlem Heat is in there. So
Who was the other person that got nominated? Isn't that when there was Tori Wilson, there was DX.
Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, he did get nominated?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And I want to say that's it for now.
Best squash match of all time, by the way.
Ultimate Warrior versus
Yeah.
Honky Tonk Man.
One of the best squash matches
absolutely.
of all time.
I love that.
that.
That's a great one. But I think that's it for now.
Yep, let's move on to Captain Marvel. Ooh, yeah. Where's the NFL coming in? Right after this?
Right after this.
Okay. So, Captain Marvel. So who wants to go first?
You 2 go first.
Us 2 go first. So I'm gonna tell you something. This is our spoiler review. So if you have not seen it, you want to see it. I hate to say see you guys later, but get out of here because we're gonna talk about spoilers. Come back in about 10 minutes and we'll be on the next topic.
Okay.
But so stuff we couldn't mention in our review on Friday or Thursday night. I'm gonna go on and say the first act is awful of the movie.
I want to say it's awful.
Awful. First act is awful. It's confusing. It's not coherent at all, and it's awful.
What do you mean the part where like she?
The whole first act.
Okay.
Until they get to whatever the hell city they're in, where she goes through into the blockbuster.
Okay, so you're talking about the whole act when they were at the Kree Empire kind of thing.
That, and then into her flashback, and then we're like Nick Fury real time. That's when like the movie gets better when they're doing the whole chase.
So
scene.
when they're in pretty much on Earth, that's when it gets better. You're saying, right?
Yes.
Okay, when she goes on
Yeah.
Earth. I agree with you. I think that act was kind of a little bit. It was just kind of.
No, it's awful. Don't sugarcoat it.
I'm not
sugarcoat it. No, I like the movie. It's awful.
It's very incoherent. I agree with that. Because the problem is, though, like, you go over there, you have, like, the first thing you see is a flashback. But I guess it's her memory that she kind of was inputted. Like, it's not her real memory.
No, it was a real memory.
No, because the first scene you see is, you see her and Marvel, played by Annette Bening, kind of fighting off, like, the
But they
Skrull.
were.
No, they're fighting off the Skrulls. That did not happen.
You don't see him. You just see him fighting somebody.
No,
you don't know who it is.
It was the Skrulls. They're Skrulls shooting back. So you think the Skrulls are the one who shot Marvel. That's what you see. That's the first thing you see.
Well, you don't even know that's Marvel at the time.
You don't know it's Marvel. You just see Annette Bening, who gets shot, and you're like, oh, and then you see the Skrull, and then, of course, it flashes back to her waking up in the Kree Empire or whatever, her and then pretty much you see her interacting with Jude Law, played by
Jude Law, played by Jude Law.
No, Jude Law played by, I forgot the character.
Who he's playing?
Krog. Yeah, Krog. I want to say.
Krog played by.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm sorry.
That's what I was like Jude Law played by Jude Law.
Jude Law. Krog played.
Now the coolest scene of the first act, I would have to say, is when they're like hunting down
the Skrulls.
The Skrulls.
Over there.
Like they're inside like the whatever, like that cavern place, like going in the water, and they're like that part's pretty freaking cool. Other than that, the whole first act's terrible.
It's terrible because it doesn't really. It's like you, as a viewer, you're like, okay, I see this flashback. What's this about? Then you see him in the Korean Empire. There's not too much backstory. What I'm annoyed with that. So you see Korath, who I can't say his name right now. I'm so sorry, but he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, he played the Korath the Pursuer, and he was like he's a bounty hunter in the beginning of like Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, getting Star-Lord. You know,
yeah.
And you see him in there. He's in Star Force, right? But you don't get too much backstory of him. You don't get too much screen time of him. He just goes there, has to
anybody in the group. You don't get any.
Yeah,
screen
you don't get.
You don't know anything about anybody in that whole entire group.
You don't.
We're just thrown right in, and we're expected to know these people, and we're just gonna pull people at Guardians of the Galaxy because we know who they are. They're familiar.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And like Jude Law's character, like I mean, you understand just he's her mentor and all that stuff, but the problem is like I said, you don't get too much of a backstory from them.
What do you think of the first act, Chris?
Terrible.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Terrible first act.
Terrible.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you
want to expand on the first act?
I have more, but we can leave it at first act for right now.
Okay.
So you didn't
you guys ready for the second act?
You didn't like it at all.
We're just talking about the first act still. Are we ready for the second act?
Here, before you go that, so what do you think of her being captured by the Skrulls, and what do you think of that scene? You think that's bad too? When she is kind of being interrogated, or kind of like they're like going through her memories, just upside down.
That's okay.
I think they kind of like the they're going to like.
That's where I said it was incoherent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really like. It would have made more sense if you seen them capturing her, you see them hooking her up to the machine, and then you see them cycling through her memories and then showing it, instead of being like, no, too early, no, too late. Oh wait, right here. Wait, maybe right here.
I think that scene went a little bit too long.
Yeah, I would say so.
I definitely think.
And again, very incoherent of what was going on at the time.
That scene definitely went a little bit too long. It felt like, okay, because he kept on repeating it over and over again. I'm kind of like, okay. I mean, I understand why, because she was kind of like, what's going on? Why am I repeating this over, this scene, you know, why is this memory repeating over? And then she wakes up. But it went a little bit too long, to my point. She broke out, and then, of course, she lands on Earth, which is the part right now we're going back.
So that'll be Act 2. Act 2, we get to see her interact with two-eyed Nick Fury.
Well, I love the fact that, okay, so this takes place in 1995. And right away,
you got Blockbuster reference. You get a
Radio Shack reference. Even you see True Lies in Blockbuster. You see The Right Stuff in Blockbuster. So it's kind of cool. Like a lot of cool little references they have throughout.
A lot of little nostalgia stuff.
Oh yeah, I love the fact that she goes and interacts with a cop, and she's like, hey, "Where's your like way to communication device?" She like points to the Radio Shack. It's like, "Thank you," and you know. And so even of course you see a payphone, which is a relic of that time. It's just funny, all these little relics we see.
Where did the movie take place?
I want to say California, man.
Okay, California.
And that's what I want to think.
I think so.
It looks like California.
So anyway, we get to Earth. The beach scene was a little weird with the Skrulls. Not gonna lie, Skrulls coming out of the water.
Yeah, no one would notice.
That was a little weird.
That nobody noticed?
No, just
to me, no one noticed.
Yeah, no one noticed, but it was also a little weird where they're like, "Oh no, I'm taking that one. That's my body." I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't like.
Well, I mean,
it's a little weird.
How's a man Skrull going to take over a woman's body but not change the voice?
Well, I mean, it does change. They do change the voice because they know there are like chameleons. As you know, it's
what Skrull that was man changed into a woman changed their voice in the movie? Please tell me.
I don't know.
None of them.
Did we see
the grandma didn't talk? So
grandma didn't talk.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. How the hell did Nick Fury not give away that his boss was not a Skrull? Yeah, his voice had to be the same.
Well, Coulson's voice was the same.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of like
Well,
how about when it was like her best friend, like the pilot, like did she talk? I think she like when the scroll was in her body, he talked like a girl.
I'm just saying though, like
No, she didn't talk because she didn't. Talk
Wait a minute.
Until she changed
Captain
back.
Marvel was a scroll. Remember? Jude Law over there in the shack. She goes over there and he walks in. And he's like, "Oh, hey," and he asks her a question. He's like saying, "Oh, so whose blood was it that you? It was my blood." And he shoots her. So no.
Okay, I'll give you that point. Okay.
Okay.
No, they can't change voices. They're chameleons. They can do that. So. It's just more of the only reason he did that voice is because he said.
So
hey.
I thought business picked up in the second act for sure. I do like seeing Nick Fury pre-badass Nick Fury, a little bit more what's it, green, a little wet behind the ear Nick Fury, where he's just getting started in Shield.
Yeah, he just seems like a regular.
He's a man that hasn't seen what's out there yet.
Yeah, he's more of like a regular. Seems like a regular cop kind of or what age?
I hated that.
Why? But okay. But here's the thing: is like he's hardened the way he is because he knows what's out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't think he would have been hardened that way prior to that. Like he's now seen Captain Marvel. He now knows what's out there, what lies out there. That's why he's the badass that he is when he like recruits Tony Stark and all them.
Yeah.
So it took, let's see, what, 2006?
No, 2008. 13 years.
13 years.
I think that's about right.
But what to start
to harden him up?
Well, dude, actually.
Well, it was over the course of the 13 years.
What happened in those 13 years? Are we gonna get some other origin bullshit story that's gonna happen then?
I think honestly, by the end of Captain Marvel, he kind of hardened. I think so.
Well,
really.
you had Hydra the whole time. Hydra's always been around.
Yeah.
Hydra's always been around.
Oh, you had Winter Soldier in the 90s, killed Howard Stark's father.
That happened early 90s, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was pre that?
That's pre.
But that makes no sense! This movie makes no goddamn sense!
How's that?
Okay, so if Nick Fury knew about that, why wasn't he like...
Well, he wasn't... He
also, let's get...
He has only...
I'm skipping. I don't give a shit.
Let's do it! Let's do it! Yeah! Woo!
Tesseract. What the fuck?
What? Why did it have Tesseract?
Yeah.
Okay.
How?
No, hold up. No, I did a little research and all that stuff.
Oh, Pete's doing research.
I did a little research because I looked at some videos and all people who definitely have way more time and actually get paid to do this research. Like I looked it up over there.
Pete, I paid you dinner to do this research. Get out my face.
I mean,
come over here, eat my food every goddamn week.
I'm just
you
saying,
got paid, son.
Well, I did research and watch Mojo just to look at some stuff that I might have missed or whatever. And it did say supposedly the Tesseract after Captain America: First Avenger was founded by Howard Stark. So they had a possession of S.H.I.E.L.D. this whole time, or they had a possession from the government this whole time.
Breaking news. Blake Bortles is a free agent. Released by the Jaguars.
Is that really surprising?
Anyways, keep going.
Anyway,
right.
So...
Howard Stark found it.
Howard Stark found it. So they had it in possession this whole time.
Had it in possession this whole time. All of a sudden this thing just magically disappeared from them?
No.
Marvel was working on it.
Marvel, they're like Project Pegasus.
Marvel was with S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, she was working with S.H.I.E.L.D. to develop the engine.
How did Nick did not know about this?
He is only...
Level 3.
Level 3.
Oh, what the fuck ever, dude.
No, dude.
Bullshit.
No, it's a...
Okay. I don't give a shit. You're going to tell me that Nick Fury, who is... works for S.H.I.E.L.D., who is higher than the FBI, did not know the fact, like, hey, yeah, we have this strange blue cube here. That,
it technically wasn't there at the time. That was in the 80s. You don't know what level he was at. From the 80s, it was up in that ship.
Yep.
From 89, it was up in that ship.
So, Howard Stark found the Tesseract, though.
Yeah.
When he found Captain America. What happened then?
What do you mean, when he found Captain America?
So, Tesseract went down with Captain America. Then
but he found it, like, earlier. He found it
early.
Like in, like, the 70s or 80s. Not when they re-found Captain America.
Yeah, they didn't find Captain America yet. They found the Tesseract first before they found Captain America.
because Captain America was...
so still, it was still on Earth. So it was not left Earth.
No, it had
No, it left Earth in 89. When Captain Marvel, when Carol Danvers, blew up that engine, that's when they took it up to that ship. So it was up there for 6 years inside that ship. The Skrulls had it up there.
God, it's still
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's confusing because they don't explain all this.
They
stuff.
don't explain it, but it when you look at the timeline, it still kind of makes sense.
You really, dude, honestly, it sucks because it's kind of like how I felt about Batman vs Superman, where it's like you have to do research to understand the whole movie.
You do.
It sucks.
I shouldn't have to do that when watching.
And I agree with you, and that's I'll knock some pegs off this movie because of that.
Exactly.
Because I feel like I shouldn't have to be researching the movie.
Yeah, and
maybe they'll make an extended edition.
Oh, fuck that. I will not watch that. This is the one Marvel movie I will not watch again. I will not go to theaters to watch this movie again.
I think that's the biggest problem with that movie. It has so much like
the worst part, in my opinion, of the movie was the fight scene to Just a Girl, though. Like totally did not feel in place.
And it felt a little out of place. I mean, I understand why.
Even like the whole "come as you are" thing, I thought that was kind of out of place too.
It's out of place.
It felt like they just threw it in there just to throw it in there.
I think it's definitely out of place because, like, I figured, why would that be in her memory?
Yeah,
she only been on Earth for certain period of time.
Well, it wouldn't be in her memory either because she left in '89.
Exactly.
The song came out in '91.
She would have been more of an '80s girl. She would have more like listened to Def Leppard,
Depeche Mode,
or Guns N' Roses or shit like that.
Yeah.
So that would have been more her like style instead of that. So I just feel that's kind of a little out of place.
I'm gonna say what's awesome about the damn movie though. Big time spoiler. Is the twist of the Skrulls actually not being the bad guys.
I agree.
That was awesome.
That was a real twist because I did not know of that too.
And the main Skrull dude was awesome. Hilarious.
Talos is a really good character.
I'd say this. He is the best character in the movie.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Hands down.
I will say he is the best character.
That followed by Goose. Goose is great.
Because I will say the fact that, like, he is the only one that I can say I actually cared for in the movie.
Yeah.
Because in Carol Danvers, never felt any danger with her. I was like, you're gonna be fine.
But you shouldn't. She's Superman.
But
she kind of is.
But here's the thing. In Man of Steel, I felt the fact of pain what Clark Kent was going through when his dad died, when he had to kill Zod.
And they don't. I agree with you. They don't do a good job of making you feel for the characters around her.
No, and I never felt that Sam Jackson was in trouble. Or really.
Well, that's because it's a prequel.
Well, not only that, but it's the fact that, like, I didn't. If I was watching this not knowing he was in other films, I didn't feel like he was in danger at all.
Yeah.
Well, and I think a problem, and I'm going to go expand on what Chris was saying, is a problem going into Endgame is she has no connection with any of these characters. So how are we supposed to have any feeling for her, like, with the characters?
Well, Doctor Strange didn't have no connection with the characters.
Yeah, but you don't have any feels for Doctor Strange in that way.
I have feelings when he got snapped away.
But here's
but that's because you like the character, not because he lost somebody. Now you have more feels when Spider-Man gets snapped away because of the connection he has with Iron Man.
Because they had more time to build that storyline. Because you have that at Homecoming.
But even with Doctor Strange, I can say the fact you feel for his character because the fact of what he was working on, the way he worked and whatnot, and lost all of that and had to rebuild his strength.
I agree with that.
Captain Marvel did not do that at all. I didn't feel that way at all. I was like, she was a bumbling freaking idiot the whole entire time. I hated this movie. Not hate it. Will not go see the theaters to watch this movie again.
I agree with you. Doctor Strange had a much better backstory because of he was a great surgeon, very cocky. He got his hand.
Plus you've seen him. He was a prick, and then he lost everything, and then saw his ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
There was no character development for this character.
It just...
See, now, here's the thing, dude. Is like, I love, like, the interaction between her and her friend, but... Like, honestly, dude, I hate to see her friend get killed because I like her. But, dude, like, honestly, wouldn't that make you feel a lot more for her if it was, like, her fault she got her killed?
Yeah.
It would have been better. You know why? And this is the reason why. Her daughter, actually in the comic books, turns out to be a superhero. I believe it's, I want to say it's Spectrum, I want to say. Or, well, she was, or before that, she actually was the original Captain Marvel also. Or one of the Captain Marvels. They took on the mantle. So, and if, let's say, for instance, as of now, right now, she'll be in her mid-30s and all that. If she was in the Marvel timeline. So yeah, so it would have been cool, actually, right?
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
What?
Dude, how come Captain Marvel hasn't aged a day?
Well, I'm pretty sure they'll explain about that. I mean, it could be the fact that she's, whatever. She's...
her powers explained. None.
Yeah, they don't explain. Like, all she goes, oh, no, it's a photon blast.
Yeah, and she has her powers.
Like, why didn't she die from the explosion?
Yeah, you know, And that's why I think it was bad when they had Annette Bening be Marvel, because the problem is with Marvel, like, she's supposed to be a scientist, but in the comics, Marvel was like a superhero, was a powerful superhero that, and I think it was because of blood transfusion or somehow, like, I forgot the experiment or whatever. That's why wasn't it Carol got the powers through Marvel, I want to say, because she took the mantle of Captain Marvel from him. He died of, I believe, cancer or something. And then she took the powers from him or whatever. So
it's pretty much like Green Lantern at that point.
I think so.
Yeah.
I want to say yes. Yeah. I can't. Don't get me wrong. I don't.
This felt like a lot like Green Lantern.
I don't get me wrong. I don't know a lot of the backstory from Marvel. But in the same time, I want to say, because I know the original Captain Marvel, was played by whatever guy, and then he died, and then she took over that. So, but he was a superhero. He had the same powers as Carol. So in the movie, it doesn't depict that. It just depicts her being a Kree, a scientist. A Kree scientist. That's about it. So, yeah.
But Carol Danvers is a fearless pilot.
But I think the problem is this movie. I think what
situation.
I like this movie. I think that was pretty good. The problem is, though, you're right. It does have a lot of plot holes. It does have a lot of things. I think the problem with this movie, it tried to do too much. It tried to be a prequel. It tried to have a 90s kind of reference to it. It had to tie in all the stuff from, like, the Tesseract to the Kree to the Skrulls to Nick Fury to, like, it had all that they had to tie in. So yeah, I mean, you're right. They didn't need the Tesseract. For some reason, they had to tie in the Tesseract to that movie, to this and that and all that. I mean, is it because they wanted to make it more familiar to the MCU? Like I said, I don't think they needed it. I think it just needed to be just a straight up movie about her, and
focus on making a good movie.
One of my biggest complaints too is the fact, like I said, they had showed Karaf. They didn't really do nothing with him. They showed
Ronan the
Accuser. Literally one scene, not even 5 minutes.
Hi, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a glowing girl in front of me. I'm gonna run away like a little bitch.
Well, no, he's seen her run right through one of the spaceships and blow this shit up.
Yeah, he's seen all like her act like freaking Superman and Iron Man put together. It's like, oh.
Hey, one thing I gotta say though, I like the fact that she took the battle of space and didn't let anything hit Earth. Superman can learn a little bit from that. Superman can learn a little bit from that.
But yeah, I was kind of upset the fact that they didn't really show any. I mean, like, Lee Pace is a good actor, and they didn't even do anything with him. It literally was a cameo, and that's it. They could have expanded the whole character, Ronan. They could have explained why he was the way he was in Guardians, why he became like this terrorist kind of character, but they didn't do nothing with that. And
yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I put it up there with the other origin movies, like the first Thor, the first Captain America. Stuff like that. I wouldn't put it up there with some of the other origin movies I really enjoy, like Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are all Black Panther. Those are all way better movies.
Yes.
But I would say still better than Thor 2. Still better than Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, definitely. I would say so. It's not the worst. It's
above this two, but those are the bottom three. For me,
no, I wouldn't say it's in the bottom three.
I
have to watch it again before I can make that.
Same here.
Now that I'm prepared for what the first act is, it might not be so bad, or it might be worse. But I'm prepared for it now. It is what it is. What do you
think of the Flurkin?
I like the Flurkin. It's kind of like, dude, honestly, they've already set that like up to be species like that, because you have like Rocket Raccoon, you have Groot. Like, you have all these random ass, like, aliens like that. I think
it's kind of funny, the movie, because I love the fact that, like, Talos, when he sees her, oh my god, get that little thing away from me.
Get that mask out there. What do you think, it's Hannibal Lecter?
And then Furio's like, oh, it's just a cat. Why are you guys all freaking out?
Dude, my favorite part with that, though, is, like, when they're, like, scanning it, and they're like, human, male, like, danger, none. Little to none. Then they're like, oh, Flurkin, like, danger, very high. And he's like, come on.
Yeah, it's so funny, though. That's pretty funny. And then, of course, you see why it's really dangerous and all that. But, and it's funny, the whole... Okay, so what do you think of Nick Fury losing his eye to the Flurkin?
I don't mind that.
Do you mind that? I bet you do. You mind it.
Whatever. This movie was just a wash.
Well,
it's funny too. I guess like he had a line, and I want to say,
last time I trust somebody,
I lost an eye. And he did try.
But he did say he's trusted the cat
not to eat him.
Yeah. He goes, I trust you not to eat me while he's holding it.
Yeah.
And they lost a life because of the cat. So, but you know what I really love? Okay, so let's name a couple more things I really like the movie. I love that Stan Lee.
The Stan Lee thing at the beginning was awesome.
Yes.
And
my whole auditorium clapped.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was awesome. I also love the Stan Lee cameo because he is actually reading the lines to Mallrats.
That's awesome. That's
his first big cameo, actually. The movie Mallrats that came out in 1995, and he was reading lines to it. So, and I heard Kevin Smith was pretty teary-eyed about that. And another thing I loved is I love the end when Nick Fury was trying to figure out, because and that's why I think, you're saying about Nick Fury how he wasn't really very serious or whatever, but at the end of the movie he kind of was. I think the fact that he lost an eye, the fact...
where he came up with Avengers Initiative?
Yeah, because he was saying to, Agent Coulson, it's hey, we have other dangers. We don't know what's out there. We need to be prepared.
It sounded like he was just playing that off. He was like, we don't know what's out there.
Well,
we gotta go find out.
No, but...
not being stern Samuel L. Jackson we know, but being kind of playing oh, we gotta go find this. We gotta go do this thing. Like that. Now, it was... Like I said,
I mean, come on, it does tie in the whole Avengers initiative, though. I love the fact that he's okay, he saw the Avengers and
but it's
Avenge, yeah.
But it's literally just being oh, I see that name somewhere. I'm gonna use it here.
Oh, like Han Solo?
Yeah, that's exactly the same thing.
It's still better than Han Solo.
It's still a lot better than Han Solo.
Because dude, that Han Solo, oh my god, so cheesy. Dude, his freaking name is Han Solo, and he gets it because he's by himself. Really? His goddamn son got the name passed on to him. He's Ben Solo.
Yeah.
So why didn't Nick Fury call in Carol when first Avengers?
You don't know. She didn't. You don't know.
But
he could have. She might not
answer. But here's the thing, though. The whole point was he even said himself, we need to come up with our own superhero group. Because we don't know what's out there, so that's why he came with the whole... And
it was limited to one city. Who's to say if the aliens didn't take over, he wouldn't have used it?
But at a time
But a nuke was coming to the city.
Yeah, Iron Man took care of it.
But if we couldn't, we didn't know.
Who's to say she could have got across the galaxy in time, though? At that point,
there's a portal hole. She can just freaking find that portal hole real quick and...
Maybe. I think you're giving too much credit to her finding a portal hole.
I mean, freaking, she can do anything in the possible world.
But here's the better question then. Why didn't she just go kill Thanos at some point?
That's also true.
Yeah. Because I don't think she's just gonna go kill Thanos.
I think, honestly, the first two Avengers movies was more concentrated on area.
It
wasn't
how
like...
was it concentrated in an area? They looked at one city and dropped it on, which would just decimate Earth.
It was one city.
It was one city. It was just New York.
You drop it, it'll decimate Earth.
Didn't it drop?
They exploded it in the air.
You talk about the...
Ultron.
Ultron? No, that would have just decimated Earth. But it still stopped it, though. I mean, you have Thor, you have Hulk. I mean, they're pretty much godlike beings in some ways. So
but it's your first time meeting them and their first time working together. So you can trust that?
He said he trusted. He said that he knew that what he had in there, and he knew that they could do something because he already seen that. I don't know. I just look at it this way, that I felt, by Infinity Wars in the end, he knew Tony Stark was MIA, and he knew what was going on over there. I think he already knew that this is pretty much the end of the world kind of thing. Though this is it. I think, especially when you see everything going on, he's saying, "Okay, let me just text her." And he, he's seeing everybody disappear. There's something's going on. So this is kind of the shit hit the fan, and that's why he did that. I mean, yeah, sure. Could he have contacted her before for Ultron and Avengers? Yeah. I mean, but in the same time, I felt like...
What if we find out she was actually being held hostage on some planet, and he'd been trying to page her?
Possibly
being held upside down and they're scanning through her memories.
Well, we don't. We honestly don't know where she's been. She's been, and that really probably needs to be answered at the beginning of Endgame.
I hope so,
because it really makes it she just shows up. Where's Fury? Okay, well, where you been?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure wherever she's at, wherever she's been. You can tell the effects of the Infinity.
Yeah, because here's another thing. Okay, so you had Guardians of the Galaxy, both of them. Yeah. Where was she there?
Oh, it was the threat of
an ego.
Yeah. and probably knowledge of the fact, like, hey, yeah, Thanos is going.
Yeah,
to
but I mean,
collecting
but
these
there's
things.
no, there's
Why
no.
won't I stop him?
Or why didn't she follow like Ronan the Accuser and go take him out? She knows who he is. But no, they had to wait for Star-Lord to do it. Even though technically Star-Lord with the power of ego would be stronger than her because he's half celestial.
But I mean, okay, so when Guardians happened and Guardians 2 happened, it looked like a disaster, but it got stopped. Infinity Wars, by the end, it is a disaster.
I'm not saying page them, but where is she?
Where
the hell is she?
I'm just saying, though, it did happen, and now they all feel the ramifications from it.
Because obviously she knows everybody that the Guardians know, so where is she?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, like, I'm pretty sure wherever she was, wherever she was, or she saw the effects of the Infinity Gauntlet, she's probably like, okay, something's going on. I gotta find out what the hell's going on.
Oh, not when, like, some mad titan is going to planet to planet collecting stones. No, you're not doing
She
anything.
was supposed to
just like a freaking like let me wait and see what happens.
She
kind of a
said that she was gonna go. Well, first off, she was gonna go help the Skrulls rebuild the Empire or rebuild themselves, like not Empire, but find a home. And she was gonna stop the Kree-Skrull war. That's what she was gonna do.
It took 25 years to do that.
Possibly. Well, maybe that's why Ronan the Accuser became a terrorist kind of guy, because he saw maybe her actions really kind of,
He was already a separatist from the Kree before the movie. They were talking about how they were Kree separatists.
Yeah, maybe he's a separatist because of what
I'll be honest with you, I would love to see, like, that movie. Like, show me, like, when the Kree broke off so I actually understand what's going on, like, the whole time. Because, yes, we have the Kree, but we don't know, like, why is Ronan the Accuser, like, have half the Kree with him and then the other half of the Kree aren't, like, with him. They never really explain that.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think they made a bad deal. A bad deal that hurt the Kree Empire.
They're like, you assume too much.
Well, no, I'm just saying that they made
the Trade Federation.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. That's probably what happened. Because it seemed to me like the Nova Corps was all about that. They were like,
what if Star Wars was canon into the Marvel universe, and it was just in a galaxy far away, long time ago?
Possible.
God,
I don't know. I enjoyed this movie. It wasn't like the best, but I still like it. It does have its problems, but in the same time, from what I understand, from like looking at the research, there are not too much plot holes like we think there is. It's just a matter of like assumptions and all that stuff.
Doing research, and we shouldn't have to do research after we watch a movie.
Exactly.
But you have to do research with anything, really, when you think about it.
Not really.
Yeah.
Some movies are complete.
Not really. I mean, if you're first time watching a certain like Infinity Wars, if you're watching Infinity Wars, you're not gonna assume like
you're talking about a movie that's like the number 20th movie in a franchise. So
think of you gotta watch all those movies.
Yeah,
though,
but
one movie, complete movie.
Okay, I know a movie you love. So did you have to go do research on The Godfather after you watched it, Pete?
No, it's because it's pretty self-explanatory.
There you go.
But it's different when it's like the Marvel universe.
Dude, I jumped in halfway into Spider-Man with Homecoming. They didn't even do an origin story. And guess what? Made complete sense, the whole movie.
You know Spider-Man.
That's the point, Pete. No one knows her. We need to know her. We shouldn't have to go do research. Like it was
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They jumped in. It was like Spider-Man Homecoming without giving any backstory.
Because you already know his backstory from previous movies.
The whole backstory I know of her is she's supposed to be the strongest character in the Marvel universe. But how does she get the powers? Oh, they don't explain that. How is she more powerful than Thor? Thor's a freaking god or demigod.
Like how good was she as a pilot?
You know, it's funny. I love that. I love like you're like we're in the theater waiting and all that, and like. And it's like, oh, so is she more powerful than Thor? And then the woman's like, yes, she is. She's more powerful than Thor. I'm like, okay.
I don't believe it. I think Sif would whoop her ass.
No, I would say she is as powerful, if not more. I don't know. I can't remember. Like I said, man, it's hard to say, dude, because...
Well, like, okay.
Is she more powerful than Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet? Hell no, because Thanos is
she more powerful than the Hulk?
It's different.
Yeah, but how's her body? Like, can her body heal? Like, can her body take more damage like Thor's?
I mean, but
we don't know any of this.
We don't know.
Hulk, like from
she could be like freaking Aquaman, just take no damage, no fall damage whatsoever.
Like
Hulk smash.
In the comics, like the angrier Hulk gets, the stronger he gets. So his
what was you know what his secret is? He's always angry.
Yeah.
What was Green Lantern's weakness?
Yellow. The color yellow.
The color yellow. Isn't that stupid?
That's actually, if you look up the top 10 worst, like, Achilles heels, like, basically, in comic books, like, he's always going to be in the top 10 list.
Yeah.
Literally yellow.
So then what's hers?
What's her weakness?
Yeah. I don't think she has any.
They never said. Marvel characters don't have, like, weaknesses like DC characters.
Yeah, DC characters for some reason have weaknesses. Like Superman.
That's because they're all OP.
Yeah.
Like, dude, every DC character is always, like, super OP. And
like Superman.
Yeah, and like, so they make, like, a little weakness to them where it's like they have, like, some sort of weakness, like kryptonite or the color yellow.
Yeah, guys. So, alright. I'm just trying to understand those things. Like, so if she has no weakness, why do we pick this movie to go first? First, all women thing.
That's why, because she got no weakness.
That's just, oh god, that's just stupid.
And anyway, it's not the first. If I remember, there's a movie last summer called
Ant-Man
and the Wasp. In the title, The Wasp. Let's give some love to Kate from Lost. Come on, people.
Can you even name her name?
Yeah, it's Evangeline Lilly or whatever.
Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah.
That's her name.
Not my fault she has a weird first name.
Well, are any final thoughts?
No, I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
To... Oh, boy. Okay. Go ahead, Chris. You can start with this one.
I'm going to say the fact that this latest trailer came out, Aladdin, and I'm sold. I'm in.
All in?
All in.
All in.
All in. First, I was like, just a tip.
Just a tip.
Just a tip.
Not more.
Tip. Nothing no more. And then I was like, you know what? After seeing this, I'm like, yeah, I'm all in. It's like, I'm going to tell you a funny joke here. It's like they went to the guy who made the first two trailers, who made the Batman v Superman trailer. It was like, hey, you know what? You suck at cutting trailers. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. And they went to the guy who made the Infinity War trailer. It was like, hey, you know what? We need you to cut something up for us. We may not use all the footage in the movies because, I know you like to do that kind of stuff. Use footage that's not in the movie. But, we're gonna have you do this. See what you can do with it. The guy came up, went in his lab, came out with this, and was like, all right, let's see how this goes. And as soon as I heard you got a friend of me, I was like, done! I'm in!
He heard, and then, yep.
I totally agree with you. I think
from the chase scene in the beginning, Pete, to the never got
a friend like me. You never had a friend like me.
Never had a friend like me. Right to
a whole new world.
Man, they got me.
As soon as Whole New World got, I'm like, okay, I'm done.
And just like his whole Will Smith mannerisms of, it's like, oh, make me a prince. He's like, well, there's a little gray area in that. He's like, I can make you a prince.
Yeah, when I first, it's funny. It came out, I think, I want to say Wednesday, and I pretty much waking up.
Today is Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tuesday. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised this didn't blow up more on our site.
Me too. I think
Facebook went down, so
that's true.
That could be it.
Thanks, Facebook. Thanks, Zuckerberg.
But yeah, I agreed though. Like from the beginning of the trailer, I love the chase scene he had. I see a little parkour here and there.
I'm a little upset that I didn't hear one stop head of the.
But you see a little parkour that Aladdin was doing. But you know what I love is once then it showed, like, okay, first two trailers, it was so, like, bland. Like, no, there was, like, very little color, very little, like, you see Cave of Wonder, you see, like, certain scenes here and there. You see Will Smith as the genie, but it wasn't anything that it showed, they didn't really show that much. I don't know why. That's when they want to do it.
Didn't hit me like Lion King did.
And then, no,
Lion King was perfect teaser.
But that teaser was really, like, they didn't show anything.
Even Frozen 2's teaser, dude.
That's a great teaser. That's a great teaser. But, yeah, for some reason, the first two teasers of Aladdin was not good at all.
Yeah.
But...
guy who cut it probably was Batman.
I must have been. But, like, the first scene, literally watching him do a little parkour here and there, and then you see the colors, the vivid colors. And that's one thing I always notice when you watch a movie, especially something like Aladdin. The visuals has to be something intriguing, something that sucks you in, and I feel that's what it did. You see colors here and there. I think you see him knock over at one of the guards, and then all these blossoms fly in the air, and then of course you see him and Jasmine look at each other, and then I'm like, now that's a scene right there.
Yeah.
That's something, like, as a viewer, you kind of want to watch.
I still can't believe Aladdin and Lion King are coming out in the same year. Disney could have spaced those so much better.
They did that on purpose, because we'll talk about it a little later, but they did that on purpose, my theory.
Wait, do we have that in the slides? Okay, we do have that in the
But,
slides.
yeah, and then, of course, you see they do the whole Jafar thing, and it's funny, though.
Jafar!
He's getting a lot of hate Jafar for some reason. Like it's funny. I look at some of the comments and everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is a really great trailer." Now I'm excited and all this stuff. Everybody's but then they also mention Jafar. It's like, "Oh, I don't know about Jafar. You know, like what is up with Jafar? He looks weak. You know, he's all like soft spoken. He's not like that threatening."
A whole country full of Jeffs out there.
And I'm like, in my opinion, it's like, okay, so this is the beginning of the movie where Jafar's trying to talk into Aladdin to go into the Cave of Wonders and get in the lamp. Now, you think Jafar's gonna be like, you're gonna give me the lamp and all that, you know, like, you're gonna be able to
like,
yeah, exactly. He's gonna be able to, like, the mustache twirling, like, evil, like, Jafar. No, man, he's gonna try to swim, be like, hey, look, Aladdin, can you give me the lamp? I can make you rich. I can make you like a prince.
Dick
and all.
Dastardly and Muttley?
Yeah, man. It just seems kind of silly to think that anybody thought that, oh, look at that, Bradley's on. Man, thank you.
And he's not looking forward to the movie.
Not looking forward to it.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Bradley, come on, buddy.
Come on, brother. But, no, man. Like, I honestly think that, of course, you're not going to see Jafar all evil yet. You know, they're going to show more stuff. But I'm actually...
I don't think they're going to show it anymore.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
I think we'll get 30-second TV spots.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
That's it.
I think you're right. I think that's what they should do.
Yeah.
It comes out like in like 2 months, guys.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let's calm down.
I'll be honest, I think that's what they should do. But I can, like I said, they didn't show enough in Jafar, and I'm okay with that, because they don't need to show them all evil and all that. I think it'll be good. I'm very happy. I think I love now the way I can see a little more Will Smith. I can see more of him being the genie, and I think it's going to be a really good chemistry between him and Aladdin, and I'm actually excited for that. But, I mean, like I said, as soon as you see they go to a whole new world and you see the whole like visuals and all that, I'm like, okay, I'm sold. It's exact.
I can show you the world.
I'm sold, man. It's you know, and like I said, it shows color. It shows a lot of like action, and you know, like, oh, by the way, Apu, the voice of Apu is going to be by Frank Welker, who did the original.
And is it Gilbert Godfrey for Yago? No.
No.
Sad.
Wait a minute. You know who it is? Steve the Pirate.
Steve Dudek or whatever his name is?
Alan Turkin.
Alan Turkin, that's it, yeah.
And I liked that actually.
We'll see.
I know.
Wait, we had a pirate on our team?
I know. I think.
Dude, I just quoted that movie today. You can dodge a wrench.
You can dodge a ball.
Freaking Patches O'Houlihan.
Yeah, I think. I think he's a good actor, so I think he'll do well.
I don't know. Gilbert Godfrey's still classic. That voice, dude. You can't get that wrong.
Yeah, but
this is new Aladdin.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
You need a new like take on it. You can't have the same old stuff. But Frank Welker, who voiced Fred from Scooby-Doo, voiced Megatron.
Bradley said no Godfrey, no ticket.
Really?
Wow.
Damn.
No yicket. That's what he said. No yicket.
But no, I'm actually pretty excited for this film. I think this trailer is definitely a lot better than the first two, and like I said, man, this might actually. We don't. Okay, I need to see more Lion King too, but this might be their big.
Oh, dude, Lion King, I'm sold on without even having to see more.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a pretty big year for Disney.
Like you just see the names that are in the movie, and you're just like,
dude.
Okay.
So here's the non-Marvel, non-Star Wars movies we're getting this year. We're getting Dumbo, Aladdin, Toy Story 4, Lion King, Frozen 2. That's ridiculous.
Is that it? Is there enough?
Artemis Fowl and
yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's all right now, right? That's what we got, right?
6. I think there's another one. I'm not sure what it is. It's another live action
I
one.
want to say there's something else.
I think there is.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Well, of course, there's a live action one, but
Dumbo. Hold on.
Aladdin and May.
Dumbo, Aladdin, Toy Story, Lion King, Artemis Fowl,
Frozen 2.
Frozen 2.
Is there anything coming?
Well, and then you got Star Wars in December.
Of course.
And then you got
I think that's it.
Endgame.
Well, of course, Endgame. We got Spider-Man too.
No, Spider-Man's gonna be that's Paramount or whatever.
But still MCU.
Yeah, but it's not Disney.
It's not Disney.
It's not Disney. I know.
Yeah, I think that's it though. But all right,
I love how you say that's it.
but it's it from what we just said.
I'm just saying,
our list is over. Our list is over. It's
saying
done.
This is probably going to be the most times you have gone to the theaters this year.
It might be, actually. If they all get, like...
And you're going to go see Detective Pikachu. Dude, in the month of May alone, how many movies are you going to watch?
Oh,
and
man.
you got Godzilla as well as May.
I really love Godzilla. I just hope it's really good.
Dude, in April, how many times are you going to go to the theater?
Yeah, Shazam and maybe...
Hellboy.
Shazam
Endgame.
earlier.
Yeah, maybe earlier. On
Pet
Shazam.
Sematary, too, in April.
God damn, dude. I need to get that Stubbs or whatever it's called that Chris got.
$20 a month.
Yeah, Pet Sematary is also in. So...
Driving my ass on up to Sarasota to watch some movies.
You know, it's funny. One of my friends of mine was saying, like, oh, there ain't nothing to watch after Endgame. It's like, there's plenty to watch after.
Oh, there's tons to watch this year. All right, any more thoughts on Aladdin? Let's move on to dun 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 dun. Godzilla is my jam. OMG.
Yeah, Godzilla is
not
my
the one with Kick-Ass. Not my jam.
No, dude, I'll be honest.
Not even my jelly.
Dude, I always had high hopes on that movie. I still enjoyed it, but I'm sorry, man. Like that Kick-Ass, man, he was so terrible in that. Like, if they had Bryan Cranston throughout the whole movie, it would have been amazing. But, of course, they killed him off the first 10 minutes for some freaking reason. I don't know why. They literally had him, like, advertised throughout the whole, like, the trailers. And for some reason, they killed him off. And they had Kick-Ass throughout the whole movie. Which I thought...
I thought you just said Kit Kats.
Kick-Ass.
They
use some Kit Kats.
They did a Mandarin on you.
I like Kit Kats.
Oh, you don't feel so good about that, do you?
No.
No.
No, Pete don't feel so good about the Mandarin.
That's so bad.
No, here's the difference. Ben Kingsley is a really good actor, and with that role, he still was really entertaining. I'm sorry, I forgot what was his name?
You say Aaron Judge?
No, Aaron Johnson. I think I want to say.
He has 3 names.
In Kick-Ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aaron Johnson, right?
Yeah.
He was not entertaining. He was very dull.
He was non-Kick-Ass.
Non-Kick-Ass, very very dull. I don't know. I did not.
So what we got going in free agencies, boys?
Oh well.
Where should we start?
Well, we start with the big one.
Oh, who? Le'Veon Bell or Odell?
What's up with Le'Veon Bell? Because I don't want to talk about Odell.
Oh, you don't want to talk about Odell?
I don't want to talk about Odell.
You don't want to talk about Antonio?
We can talk about Antonio. I just don't want to talk about Odell.
Why not?
Still a little sore about that one.
Yeah.
No, we'll talk about it. We'll start with Antonio Brown because that happened first.
Yes.
So Antonio Brown is now a Raider.
Raiders.
So basically, they stole him from the Steelers.
Basically,
they gave up a 3rd and a 5th round pick, and that's it. And they got Antonio Brown.
And so yeah, 3rd and 5th round picks, and then people ask the Steelers, why did you do that? Well, because fuck you, that's why.
And then Le'Veon Bell is a New York Jets.
Jets. Yes, for $52 million for 4 years, $52 million. What a great deal, dude.
Yeah, until he gets hurt the first game because he hasn't been playing football for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
you know what though? It's high risk, high reward.
That's true.
Because we're only paying $52 million. Literally, a lot of people thought he was going to get $100 million, and he honestly got like almost half of that.
Jets also got C.J. Mosley.
Yes.
Anthony Barr. Oh, not so fast. He's staying with the Vikings. Sorry.
He wasn't. It's whatever. He said he fell physically ill. Then why the fuck did you try to sign for the Jets, you dumbass?
Dude, if I played for the Jets, I'd feel physically ill too.
Oh, get out of here. This coming from the same guy. His team got decimated, like got snapped away, like the Infinity Wars, huh?
You know, you talk this big game like your team's actually won something in the last 40 years, 50 years. 50 years this year. 50-year anniversary of the Jets actually winning a Super Bowl.
Sink an entire franchise.
What? Yeah, he'll be renting that ship for Cleveland right off the mistake by the lake.
Oh, I thought that's your homeboy, man. I thought that's your man.
Okay,
I thought that's your player.
I like Odell Beckham. Am I sad to see him go? Absolutely, because he is.
Hey, this just in: the Giants released a running back Saquon Barkley after realizing there's too much talent and potential.
Anyways, let me get to what I was to say. Will I miss Odell Beckham on the Giants? Absolutely, I'm going to miss Odell Beckham on the Giants. He's one of the top 3 receivers in the league. It's very hard to replace. But here's the business side of it, Pete.
What's the business
Here's
side?
the business side.
All right, tell me.
How many times has the top wide receiver in the league, top 3 wide receivers in the league, won the Super Bowl after Jerry Rice? How many Super Bowls Chris Carter has? How many Super Bowl Randy Moss have?
Did he have one with?
Nope, lost.
No, you did lost with the Patriots.
Yep, Terrell Owens. How many he got?
He would have had it.
No, I don't want would-ups. We're not talking about would-ups today. Today is no. Pete, answer the damn question. How many Super Bowls Terrell Owens have?
0.
Chad Johnson.
Really?
He was the top receiver for 2 or 3 years. You can't tell me he wasn't.
He was.
Thank you. How many?
0.
Let's keep going. Larry Fitzgerald.
0.
Antonio Brown.
0. No, really? Antonio Brown didn't want a Super Bowl with a 0?
No.
Okay. So you trying to prove a point somehow?
I'm just trying
to... So you tell me next year you're going to win a Super Bowl because you're going to have Odell Beckham.
I'm just saying that a star...
Then why the hell did you pay him $80 million and then decide to trade him? Why did the Giants do that?
I think the Giants and their GM felt that they were close to winning a Super Bowl after playing 1 year out.
They're close to winning a Super Bowl? Are you shitting me?
Before last season started.
Are you shitting me?
You gonna let me finish?
I'm not gonna let you finish.
You're not? Okay, then I'm done.
Okay, go ahead, finish.
Before last year started, he felt with the players and the team that he had that he re-signed Odell Beckham. He has Saquon Barkley, had Eli Manning. He thought he had the potential to take what he had and be competitive.
Competitive. That's a better word.
Yeah.
Not win
I didn't say they're going to win the Super Bowl.
You said they're going to win the Super Bowl. That's what you thought.
Every team thinks they're going to win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season, bro.
Of course you're going to say that to the damn reporters.
Yeah. Every team at the beginning of the year when everyone's 0-0, they think they're going to win a Super Bowl.
Drinking that Kool-Aid and all
Anyways, so after last year, we seen it wasn't there. We're rebuilding. Because Eli's in his last year's contract. He'll be gone next year. Odell's gone now. Olivier Vernon's gone now. Landon Collins is gone now. We will have no big-time contracts on the books after this year.
So you're practically... Okay, here's the problem with the whole thing, okay? So you got a young talent, Saquon Barkley. You know, like, he's your only big star right now. Okay. So he has no offensive line.
Yes, he does. That's actually what we've been building. If you hadn't paid attention in the trade with the Browns...
One guy they got.
Yeah, we got a right guard. We also drafted a left guard last year in the draft who did very well. We have 2 centers that could be starting quality of the NFL. We have Nate Soldier on left tackle. All we need is a right tackle, and we have a solid starting line.
Okay, I'll give you that. But here's the problem. Who's your receiving core?
It's Sterling Shepard, Corey Coleman, and everybody after that.
Okay.
But also, free agency just started, 4 hours ago? So let's give it time. We might have Golden Tate by the end of the day. We might have
That's
Chris
not really
Conley
your future, though.
No. He's only 30. So
I understand he's only 30, but it's not your future.
Pete, we have 12 picks in the draft coming up. Calm down.
I'm just saying, though, like, you can't have...
Calm down, bro.
Because you're not going to be good for maybe 3 or 4 years, I can see that.
Why? You think... Dude, I've seen teams in the NFL turning around way quicker than that.
Okay, granted, I agree with you.
Look at the Eagles, dude. The Eagles went from garbage to drafting Carson Wentz to the following year winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but they had pieces. They had some talent in that team. It wasn't like they had injuries, they had whatever little things like that.
Yeah, you bring in a couple guys, dude, and you're there.
Okay.
It's all about the draft.
Let me ask you something, okay? And this is a $64,000 question. Who are you gonna draft? Who are you gonna draft the number 1 pick?
Depends on who's on the board.
Who are you gonna draft number 1 pick?
Depends on who's on the board.
What's your biggest necessity?
Best player available, Pete.
Bullshit.
Hold on. No, your bullshit is what gets teams in trouble.
What you need is a quarterback.
No, what we need is a linebacker, a defensive lineman, an offensive lineman, a quarterback. There's plenty of positions. Dude, teams get in trouble when they start drafting out of need and not out of best player available. Dude, I don't care if the best player available, let's say you have 5 great running backs, and the best player available is a great running back, you take another goddamn great running back, and you trade the other ones.
So you take a kicker in the second round?
That's not going to be the best player available, Chris. Come on. Come on.
Never take a kicker.
Yeah,
Never take a kicker.
Hey, the Raiders did take Sebastian Janikowski in the first round. And he was their kicker for like 15 years. And he was a great kicker at that. So
Yeah.
He was. Not anymore, but he's old.
But no, I would not take a kicker. I wouldn't take a kicker in the first 5 rounds, dude.
No, you don't.
But no, at the first pick, if there is a quarterback that the Giants love, take him. Like no doubt about it. Take him.
Okay.
But if Haskins is off the board, if Kyler Murray's off the board, then you take best player available.
Wait a minute. So this is what I'm asking. Are you wanting them to draft either Haskins or Murray?
If they feel that that's the guy that's going to replace Eli, absolutely draft him.
No, I'm asking you. Do you think...
I'm not a college scout, Pete. I don't know. That's what these guys are getting paid for.
Have you done a little research to look at what he is?
Kyler Murray looks like Russell Wilson. Dwayne Haskins, I would say,
I would definitely take him, right?
I would say Dwayne Haskins is more almost Eli, dude. I hate to say it, but he's basically Eli.
And I'll definitely take it too.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys should trade up.
No.
Really?
No. Why? Why give up? Dude, you have 2 picks in the top 17. You take those 2 picks.
You know, Jets have number 3. You can just give us a couple of picks.
You just want more picks, Pete.
Fuck yeah, I do.
No, and that's what the Giants traded to get into the position to be able to have more picks.
What's your pick right now? What number?
We have the 6th and the 17th in the first round.
6. So right now it's looking like Nick Bosa, I think Quentin Williams, Josh Allen is number 1, 2, 3.
Kyler Murray
is 4.
Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
And then the 6th pick. So there's still the board's wide open of offense and defensive linemen at that point. And that's... I'm telling you, you build in the trenches, Pete.
So let's look at the teams right now that are Cardinals.
Chris, being a former defensive lineman, will tell you games are won and lost in the trenches.
This is true.
That's where you build your team.
Life is a game of inches.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, if your defensive line's that damn good, I don't care how many Odell Beckhams are on the field, because Baker Mayfield won't have any damn time to throw him the damn ball. So that's what I'm saying. You build that damn line so that they are swarming and in the quarterback's face. You build your offensive line so you give your quarterback 5 seconds to throw the ball. There you go. Life's grand.
My whole thing is, if you want to make Saquon's life easy,
they are building the offensive line, and that's what they're working on.
But also a quarterback. You need a quarterback.
They have Eli for 1 year, and they're going to groom. They're going to groom whoever they get for 1 year.
Eli is throwing to nobodies.
Dude, they're gonna get receivers, Pete. Come on, dude. It's the first day of free agency, and also the draft's coming up.
Where's your dad at?
He doesn't. He told me he can't figure out how to comment on YouTube. So
Yeah, create an account, sir.
Yeah.
You have to create an account, and then you'll be able to do it. Sign in with your Google account.
You just want him to say how bad Eli is. And
Definitely.
Get out of here, Pete.
Definitely. So he'll agree with me.
So have you enjoyed your Bucks moves yet?
The kicker, the releasing of the punter, and signing another punter.
They lost Quan Alexander.
Yeah.
They lost Adam Humphries.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They also traded D-Jax back to the Eagles.
Yeah.
You're not happy about that, are you?
No, you don't care. You did sign linebacker from the Cardinals. He looks pretty good, Deion Buchanan.
Yep. I was checking to see who else we signed. We signed wide receiver. The other Browns receiver, because in fact he didn't.
It was Perryman.
Yeah, Perryman.
Brashawn.
Yeah, Perryman.
Yeah. No, dude, I feel bad for him because, dude, he had like a verbal agreement with the Browns, and then they traded for Odell, and they're like, "Oh, we don't need you."
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, that's the way it works. But it could have worked either way, dude. Sometimes, like for instance, Anthony Barr.
Bradley, why don't you want to talk about the Bucks, buddy? What's Bradley a fan of, the Bucks?
Probably.
We re-signed Peyton Barber.
That's a good thing. Peyton Barber's good. You need another running back there, though.
Yeah, we do. I was hoping we would get someone, but we haven't got anyone yet.
Maybe
because in fact our cap is too goddamn close.
Yeah, don't have enough.
Giants don't have much money either.
Which is
We're kind of on a spending spree right now. The Jets. We had a lot of money. You know who has the most money right now though? The Colts. And the Colts are a playoff team right now.
Yeah,
so.
and they didn't sign anybody. Like that's hilarious. Like, because I heard they were looking at Landon Collins and they didn't wind up pulling the trigger on Landon Collins.
Yeah, but don't they have? I think draft picks going to this draft also. They have a lot.
They do. So what I wanted to talk about earlier, though, is I feel like so far in free agency and trading, I feel like the AFC is definitely getting stronger.
Yeah.
Like, between the Raiders, the Browns, the Jets. Dude, like, you are seeing AFC teams starting to stock up on weapons and take a lot of players from the NFC.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah, because, well...
And I'm not a fan of that right now.
Oh, man. Bradley said the moment they gave up on Humphreys was the moment he gave up. He was clutch.
He is a clutch receiver. He's kind of like a Cole Beasley in that kind of case. But...
Speaking of which, Cole Beasley went to the Bills.
Yeah. But he's not the guy that you want as your number 2. He's more.
Wasn't he the number 3?
Yeah.
Because he was behind DJ.
No, he was actually number 3 or 4 because it was Chris Godwin as well.
Oh, that's right, Godwin.
Yeah.
Godwin's good too.
Yeah, Godwin's good as well. But like,
any other? Let's see if there's any free agency news right now.
Nothing big.
Nothing big.
Okay, well, yeah, of course the
Chiefs released Eric Berry.
Yeah, we said that. Well, said that before we went live.
Often injured Eric Berry.
Peterson says he's going back to the Redskins.
Yep.
Raiders add Williams to pair with Brown. Oh, that's right. They signed Terrell Williams from the Chargers, the Raiders. So now they have 2 wide receivers on that team.
And Ravens got Mark Ingram and
yes, they did get Mark Ingram
and Earl Thomas.
Yeah, Earl Thomas, who was supposed to go to the Browns.
Cowboys.
No, the Browns too.
Yeah,
he had a verbal agreement with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But the Cowboys said they weren't going to spend too much for him.
Yeah.
So guess what the Cowboys don't have now? They don't have Earl Thomas. That's because they're paying all their money to Amari Cooper.
Yep.
Well, hey, maybe the Cowboys can get Eric Berry or the Browns, either or.
Nope, Eric Berry can stay in the AFC.
Where do you think this is gonna go?
Bills.
Think, man. I gotta admit though, if
So hey, this wasn't supposed to happen because Teddy said he was staying in New Orleans, but
No,
he's actually
no,
visiting
he
with the
might.
Dolphins.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Dolphins could yet make another mistake at quarterback.
what with Bridgewater?
I don't trust Bridgewater to stay healthy.
That's the only thing. I think
Yeah.
he's a decent quarterback actually. I actually wouldn't mind him to be their backup, but the problem is though, like,
He can still.
Well, you don't have a backup now because McCown's gone.
well, supposedly he's still kind of like thinking about it.
Yeah, that means he doesn't want to play for the Jets.
Get Fitzpatrick.
Oh,
again.
he's 39 years old.
Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic's a
Come on, let's bring Fitzmagic back to Broadway, Pete.
What, is he gone?
Yeah.
Hey, are you guys gonna win it this year for your 50th anniversary?
You never know.
God damn, it's been 50 years since you guys sniffed the Super Bowl.
Hey,
How does that feel, Pete?
At least we sniffed a Super Bowl. I can't say that, but the Browns, the Bills, the Jaguars, the what are teams? Panthers.
The Bills sniffed a lot in the 90s. They just didn't
You
win.
gotta win, baby. You gotta win. You play to win the game. You don't play to sniff the damn championship.
You gotta get it to that O mark.
I'm sorry, dude. That's just like, like seriously, like 4 times in a row. I'm sorry, Bill fans, but it's the truth. Who else didn't win? I know that the Cardinals didn't win.
Raiders didn't win.
No, Raiders have won
Yeah,
Super
win.
Bowls.
Yeah, 4.
70s.
Oh,
Yeah, they won a lot.
70s.
Yeah, 70s.
And 80s.
When they're
They've won in the 80s as
Yeah.
well.
No other new news so far. Everything's kind of quiet
All right, but yeah, everything's quiet on that front. So,
so far.
anything you guys want to add in about free agency? Oh, we didn't. Well, yeah, we talked about Odell.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Well, like I said, I think the Jets made some big moves. Getting Le'Veon Bell for $52 million is huge. They also got C.J. Mosley. They say he's a little bit overpaid, but still a really good inside linebacker, something we need. I could see what else? Who they else?
You lost your kicker though.
Yeah, but it's a kicker, man. I think he was
A Pro Bowl kicker. Come on, Pete. Oh, he just ended the stream. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, maybe he did. No, you didn't.
No.
No. Okay.
$4 million a year. I think that's a little bit too much for a kicker.
Nah.
No, you don't think so?
Nah, dude.
For clutch moments.
You'll pay $4
He
million.
got one job, Pete.
Wait a minute, you guys will pay $4 million for a kicker a year
I'd pay that for Adam Vinatieri in his prime.
for Vinatieri in his prime. Not Jason Myers.
I don't care. He's a kicker.
And he was in the Pro Bowl, which means he's damn good.
Did you know that he was cut by Seattle last year for Janikowski? He had a really
Janikowski.
Yeah, he had a really great year for the Jets because he was the only team that they wanted to get him and all that.
So and then he was good.
But you don't know that.
And then he went and got paid.
He got paid. And
get paid, man. Get paid.
It could be like Fitzmagic. He has one good year, then.
No, dude. Kickers don't have just one good year.
I don't know, man.
Who didn't have a good year 2 years in a row?
Dude, what's his name? Who was that kicker from the Cowboys? He didn't do that good against the Vikings.
Who?
The guy from the Cowboys, the kicker from the Cowboys.
Nick Folk?
Not Folk. I forgot his name.
Not the what was his name? Blair Walsh Project?
I can't remember. I just know that he didn't do good for the Vikings. That's all I do. You never know, man. I'm just saying that's a little bit too much for a kicker. Besides, we have some more other. I think kickers are not that hard to find. I mean, you don't think so?
I'm gonna disagree with you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna completely disagree with 100%. You. A great kicker is really hard to find.
Hello, you're talking to a person who has probably had 3 or 4 kickers in the past 2 years?
Yeah, dude, the Bucs have had garbage-ass kickers, too, man.
Maybe that means...
We haven't had a good kicker since Grammatica.
Yeah?
That might be just special teams coach, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times special teams coach...
Special teams coach ain't out there kicking the damn football.
I'm just saying, though, like, sometimes...
No, dude.
No. You don't... Okay. Roberto Aguayo. I'm going to go ahead and go to him.
Yeah, they drafted him in the second round, didn't they?
In the second round. Perfect in college. Get to the pros. You can't kick a fucking field goal to save your life.
It's special teams coaching, man.
I think it's pressure.
It's coaching, isn't it?
No, it's
it's momental.
You can't coach pressure.
You can't coach like Budweiser in your stomach. You can't coach that.
Yeah, you can. You can say,
really?
Yeah, chill the fuck. You say, chill the fuck out.
That's not coaching, dude.
That's what I think you should do. Tell him to chill the fuck out.
I agree, Bradley. Pete has been smoking some weed tonight. He is high as a kite.
I'm not fucking high at all, man. I'm just telling the truth, man.
No, you're damn high when it comes to kickers, bro. It has nothing to do with damn coaching. You either got it or you don't.
Exactly.
You just try to talk shit because he left
what
the Jets.
What the hell are you talking about?
You just try to talk shit because he left
I'm
the Jets.
not talking shit.
Yes, you are. You're talking shit.
I'm talking about any kicker.
You're the same guy who's like, oh, Odell. Oh, we don't need Odell. Oh, he can go over there and we don't need like this guy to win us a Super Bowl and make some excuses.
Who was the guy for the past 4 or 5 years that said the Giants should get rid of Odell?
I didn't say they should get rid of
Yes, you did!
I said
Yes, you did!
I did not say you should get rid of Odell.
Yeah, you say, oh, he's a cancer in the locker room.
He kind of is.
The Giants should get rid of him. They'd be so much better without him.
I say he's a little cancer. He needs to shut the hell up.
Exactly.
Like everybody else
exactly.
said.
I'm done with this. Let's move on. Okay, so rumor has it Disney Plus is going to have a Star Wars series. We don't know if it's live action or animated, so we'll have to wait for that information. But there will be a series for Knights of the Old Republic. Have you ever played this game, Chris?
Played the second one.
All right.
Very good game.
Would you be happy about a series based on this? I would be, as long as it's live action.
They didn't say if it's live action or
They
not?
did not say if it was live action or animated.
See, and that's where... See, I kind of like Clone Wars being animated.
I like Clone Wars too. I'm going to agree with you on that. I like Clone Wars and I like Rebels.
Yeah.
But I want to see something live action that's freaking cool.
Well, you know, here's the thing though. Like that video game was really story driven, wasn't it?
It was. Yes.
Very story. It wasn't like it had of course it had action scenes, but it had a lot of really cool dramatic moments too, right?
Was it turn-based? I thought it was.
Yes, it was turn-based.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It had a lot of good dramatic moments too.
Yeah.
So maybe having a live action of this might actually work well.
I guess this is my concern. If it is animated, I would like it to not be in the animated, like the drawing style of those two shows.
Yes.
Do something different, like when it comes to the art style.
More darker?
No, just more realistic looking.
Yeah.
But still cartoony.
No, I see.
If that makes sense. Like less less crazy like jaw lines and stuff like that. Like make it a little bit more.
Trying to think of a cartoon that's kind of like that.
Drew McIntyre. What are you watching, Pete?
No, nothing. I'm trying to get back to our page.
Watching that porn.
Ooh.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think of freaking animated.
What happened? Like right in there. It's like the Grand Canyon.
Huge
It's
drop.
like a viewership, just like ding.
And then it's like, oh, hey,
You know why?
everybody.
Because we were talking about Odell. He jumped ship. They jumped ship just
No,
like
that
Odell.
was the LeBron Jordan talk.
No,
But,
it was not. It was not, dude. What are you talking? What time is that?
Anyways, let's talk about Star Wars. Keep it Star Wars.
Okay.
What were you saying, Chris?
I just don't think. I don't think they have enough money
To do live action?
to do live action right now.
But they're doing live action Loki. They're doing live action
Well, yeah, live action.
Scarlet Witch and Vision. Live action Mandalorian TV show.
But there is lightsabers in there, and there's this constant special effects in there.
That's
that
true.
for
That's
Star
gonna be.
Wars.
There will be a lot of special effects of this.
Yeah, but what if they... I guess that one you couldn't do. I was gonna say, what if they kind of made it like Battlestar Galactica, but that'll take place on like one ship. So...
So, like, pretty much just takes place on one planet.
Yeah. Or 2 planets. I don't know.
So, do you think it's possible they can do a live action show?
I think it's definitely anything's possible.
I mean,
Like Kevin Garnett says, anything's possible!
But I'm saying though, the budget. Do you think it's definitely feasible?
I don't know what the budget is. Show me the money, Jerry.
Well, okay, you know, like you can tell. Okay, it's gonna be Game of Thrones-esque because that's all expensive. Game of Thrones.
I don't think any streaming service is gonna go Game of Thrones-esque except for Amazon with Lord of the Rings.
Definitely.
That is true.
Like I honestly like what's
Because they have the money.
what's Netflix's most expensive show? Like 100 million?
Probably. What was that? Wasn't it?
Look it up.
Because I know Amazon paid 500 million for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, because they're gonna have to do like on location place, and
Yeah.
of course they have to build. Certain...
I would okay with before Chris tells us, what do you think would be the most money for what the shows you've seen? What do you what Daredevil? You think they spent the most on?
Nah, no.
What, Altered Carbon?
Daredevil, they might have spent it just because they were filming in New York. That could have been pretty expensive because I know they have a high tax over there when it comes to filming.
What do you think their highest was?
Well, I know for what was it? I want to say
Stranger Things?
no, Marco Polo was pretty high. That's what they canceled that.
So you think Marco Polo is the highest they spent?
It could have been the highest because I remember they said that.
Chris's eyes, dude. I gotta know what he's looking at.
The Crown.
For Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much?
130 million a season.
And what season are they on?
I don't know.
And how many people in this room have watched The Crown?
Not me.
How many people in this room can name one actor in The Crown?
I think John Lithgow's in it.
Look it up.
I don't think so.
Look it up.
Oh, I don't know.
But anyways, yeah.
But here's the reason why. Among the expenses, okay.
I know my mom watches
The
it.
show's freshman season cost a whopping 140 million. So just the first season,
That's crazy.
140 million. Among the expenses encompassing the sky-high budget, a life-size replica of Buckingham Palace, and at least 7,000 costumes, including a 30,000 recreation of Queen Elizabeth's wedding dress, according to the Daily Beast. So, yeah,
That's crazy.
This expensive show, followed by The Get Down, 120 million. That's weird. Why is that so expensive? Okay, moving on. And then third, Sense8, back in the day, 108 million. Marco Polo, 90 million. House of Cards, 60 million.
That's probably just for actors.
That and the sets. Probably.
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black, 50 million. Hemlock Grove, 40 million. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, 40 million a season.
That's not that bad.
That's not that bad considering they probably had to pay Marvel for it too.
Yeah.
For licensing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Kind of it makes me actually interested in watching The Crown.
Well,
to see it.
That's why I think like they're right because with costumes and all this other stuff and like Lord of the Rings would be very expensive because of the costumes, the locations, everything.
I don't know if this is coming out within launch range of the Disney Channel. I don't think we will see it be live action if it's coming out in that area. I think it'll be cartoon.
But I do
Animated.
think though Disney is gonna try hard to try to win viewerships from Netflix, so they will go all out. This is to me.
Well, that's what I think The Mandalorian
And
is.
you know what's great about all this is the fact that Okay, Netflix has to pay for rights to show movies on Netflix.
What was that, Chris?
What?
Netflix paid Seinfeld a staggering $100 million for a pair of stand-up specials.
Oh my goodness!
Goodness gracious!
I wish I was Jerry Seinfeld.
That's what I'm saying, though. Netflix
for a pair of stand-up specials bundled with the streaming rights to his hit web series, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. So just for those three things.
And that's why you're paying $13 a month next month.
Yep. Here's the thing with Netflix between Netflix and Disney. Netflix has to pay to have content on their streaming site, right?
Yeah.
They have to pay like for TV shows. They're gonna pay for movies.
Everything.
Disney already owns the properties. Disney already owns Marvel, Disney, of course, their own, like their movie. So they have no middleman.
And Fox.
They have no middleman. So for them to go over there and stream stuff on their site, it won't cost them anything, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
So to me, that's why I think Disney is going to be highly competitive against Netflix because of all the content they have, and that's why they're paying $70 billion for Fox. That's going to happen next week. They're going to finalize the deal
on the 20th.
Because they're
1 week from today.
Because once they own that, they can show X-Files, they can show Simpsons, they can show Family Guy, they can show anything.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Die Hard.
Well, I don't think they're showing that channel.
I'm just saying they have all.
But they have that. And they don't have to worry.
Will they own Back to the Future?
I don't think that's Fox.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're. Could be wrong though. If it is, then that's bonkers. But I'm saying though.
No, it's Warner Brothers because it's a Universal, right? Or it's Universal.
Yeah, but I mean, Hulk's at Universal.
Oh yes, and so Simpsons was at Universal too.
So was the Harry Potter rides and all that stuff.
Yeah, but anything you guys want to add about Knights?
No, I'm very excited.
All right, so let's talk about.
It's funny though.
Disney Plus kind of goes right into it.
We went right through it. So yeah, like they announced last week that
every movie in the vault will be on
every movie
Disney Plus.
Thank God.
Well, here's the thing, dude. This is a huge selling point too because Disney only like every blue moon they decide to re-release like let's say
Little Mermaid,
like Beauty and the Beast, Snow White, Lion King on Blu-ray and whatever, only for limited time for a month or something.
Like once every 5 years or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, and re-release it, and of course it sells really good, and then they take it back again. They take it away from us. Now they say they're gonna have all this.
Every single person with a kid in America is gonna have this streaming service.
Okay, let's also say the fact like, will they have available streaming in 4K?
Don't know. They haven't went into details. They did say that Captain Marvel will be on it around launch time later this year. It will be available on the.
Of course, Chris is not excited about that.
No, but he might not be excited about that, but that just shows you the turnaround we're gonna get with the movies from the theater to the service. Okay, so that's about less than 9 months. That's pretty good.
That's very good.
From theater to service.
That's very good.
How long does it take to get to service? Okay, so Ant-Man and Wasp came to service July?
No, that's when it came out in the theater.
July and then December.
It came to January, I think.
I thought it was December.
Okay, here's a prime example. Infinity Wars last year came out on April 27th, whatever.
And it came Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, so Ant-Man and Wasp had to be after that because Avengers was Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a long time, though.
That is a long time.
It's about 8 months.
That's a long time.
But not really because they still want to sell on DVD.
Yeah,
and stuff before it hits the service.
Yeah, they're still selling Blu-rays.
I get that, but I'm just like, damn, that's a long time.
It is, but I mean, knowing Disney, they still want to sell Blu-rays.
You got to think they're probably going to have a 2-month run in the theater.
Yep.
Then usually it's available about 3 months after it hits the theater.
Let's say December they have Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is available digital now, starting yesterday.
So it's 3 months,
and then is 2-3 more weeks isn't come out in DVD.
So they should do 6 months. 6 months it should be like you were saying, comes out in the theater. 3 months later, comes out on digital and Blu-ray. 3 months later, it hits the stream.
It might be that way.
I think it should be. I think that makes the most sense.
But it might be that way because, like I said, if it's Disney's streaming channel, they might do that.
It's crazy, dude.
They're gonna make a lot of money.
I wonder how much they're gonna charge a month. My guess is $10.
They don't have to pay anything for some of these things. Only the TV shows are gonna.
20.
No, it's gonna be 10. It's gonna be less than Netflix.
20.
10.
10.
20.
10. 10 it's gonna be.
20 for like
Okay.
4 screens, 4K resolutions.
If they want to do
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah. Like
If
the
they wanna-
upgraded plan, I'll give you 20.
If they want to upgrade it.
Yeah. Upgraded
But
plan,
I
I'll give you
say
20.
10 because
Basic plan 10.
10. You know why? Because they're not paying for any of this content. They're not paying for the rights. They
Well,
already
they already have stuff in development that they're paying for, though.
the
that
TV
they
shows
gotta
they're gonna pay for, but everything else is practically in their vaults.
But we already have Mandalorian that we heard of. We already have.
No, I get all of that.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it's Disney. They're raising prices just alone to go to the theme parks now. So
That's true.
Yeah, but they're competing against Netflix and they're competing against Amazon. It's like they have that. They literally.
How much does Amazon cost a month by itself?
14, 13, 12. It's like,
$11.99.
Yeah.
And then Netflix will be $12.99. Yeah, they'll come out $9.99.
They
The
will.
lowest tier. So that way they can say we're lower than the other two and get people to
or
move
they
over.
can be cocky and be like, here's my dick. Let me show you.
Nah,
They could. I mean, they absolutely could.
And
I mean, look at that lineup right
and
there.
you know what though? If they do that, I'm not gonna buy. I'm probably gonna stay Netflix.
Everybody will buy, Pete.
Everybody's gonna buy.
Everybody will buy it. Guess what? You won't be watching on Netflix. You won't be watching Endgame. Guess what else you won't be watching on Netflix? Any of the other Marvel movies. Here's my thing. Here's my biggest worry. My biggest worry about it is that Homecoming's not gonna be on there, and that's gonna piss me off. So I'm gonna have every goddamn MCU movie.
You have my Voodoo.
Oh, I have it on Blu-ray
You
too.
know what's
So
funny though? You know what's funny though? Like, you know how many times I watch Endgame on Netflix?
how many? How many times I watch Endgame on Netflix? Because it's not on Netflix. It's not even in the theater yet. You mean Infinity War?
Wars. I'm sorry.
I watched
Infinity
it
War.
once.
Yeah, I didn't watch. Well, I think I might have watched it once, but I have the Blu-ray. I've had a, like I don't think it's kind of something where you have to watch it on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really. Okay, most of the time, what you watch is original content. You don't watch like some old school stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I watch old school stuff too.
Sometimes I'm just.
I will admit though, like at least 80% of my viewing is original content on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. At least 80%. It might even be higher than that.
I'm just saying though, like, you don't really go and say, "Oh, I want to watch this and that," because there's so much stuff to watch. You want to watch the original shows. You want to watch, like, even the TV shows they have on cable networks. That's what that's what pretty much you have your time. If you want to rewatch a movie, yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind rewatching a movie here and there, but it's not something that it's a huge thing for me. It's not like something like I need to watch this movie now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much to watch, so much to do nowadays. Like, you don't have time. You know?
Do you think at some point WWE is going to raise their prices?
No.
I've heard rumors that they might do tier pricing. So they might keep the $10, but they might add like more like shows. Like they might add like Evolve and all those.
And that's why they'll raise prices. The thing is, and I said it before, the reason why Netflix raised their prices is because they're spending so much on other content and their TV shows.
Yeah.
So it costs a lot of them to. But how much money do they make? They're billions.
See, I don't think WWE needs to, especially with that Fox deal. Dude, they got like $2 billion or something like that with Fox, right? Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
But I'm saying
to
though,
show SmackDown on there.
Yeah.
Netflix, how much their revenue is? Like in the billions, right?
Yeah.
Every year in the billions, and they spend a lot just to have their content. So what do you think Disney's going to?
But at what point is Netflix going to stop raising prices? Because at some point they're going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. No, at some point it's going to be like they're going to have to compete with Disney, and they can't go.
They'll probably have to lower their prices at that point.
I think so.
Or start doing deals. I think that they're gonna. I'm so curious to see what their subscriptions look like the month after Disney Plus drops. You know it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna go down.
They're gonna have special deals or something. They're gonna have some.
Well, here's my thing: is I'm almost gonna use it like I do HBO now, and that's like, okay, I'll have HBO now for the time that Game of Thrones is on there, and then I'll get rid of it because I don't need it.
Actually, tell you what, right now, you don't have to worry about that.
What's that?
It's gonna be on my Vudu.
The new season?
Yes.
How long after it shows?
Usually every episode.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, because here's the thing, I found a deal over this past week. I can get all 7 seasons for $50.
Dude, That is a freaking steal.
It is on my Vudu right now.
In 4K?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Not 4K, but it's in HD.
That's what. Yeah, HDX good.
Are you rewatching?
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
He's already watched 3 episodes that I saw.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can go ahead and just, like, if you want to dabble or go previously look and get some videos, some old shows.
4K too, man.
Well, HDX.
HDX.
Okay.
But the sound quality on HDX is amazing.
Yes.
Dude, HDX sound quality blows freaking Netflix sound quality out of the water. It's not even... Dude, I'm not even joking. It's not even close. Like, dude, I was watching Aquaman. We'll get to that later. But the sound freaking amazing on that movie.
So, any more thoughts about this?
Nah, we'll talk about this a lot more when they give us more
Yeah.
details.
Well, like I said, next week is
They're
going to be...
still not going to give us details.
Next week is going to be huge.
I think we'll get details in the summertime.
I think we get details in, like, Disney Celebration, April.
Yeah. But I'm
Okay.
telling it ain't going to be more than $10. I can't see that.
I think we'll get the Star Wars trailer on
Celebration.
May the 4th.
Yep.
No.
May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day, dude.
No, April. Because that's when they have the celebration.
I think
they always show it there.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to show a teaser.
And then they'll show the full trailer?
No, because they show that, and then they show, like, oh, yeah, here's a trailer in, like, freaking July. But, oh, yeah, this movie. So, next Saturday, March 23rd, if you are in the area of your local movie theater, you don't have nothing to do, whatnot, Fandango is running a special to where you can watch Shazam 2 weeks early. You can see it at 4 o'clock or 7 o'clock that Saturday. So be sure if you have a Fandango account, it's free to sign up for it. And you can go get your tickets there. I'm pretty sure they're going pretty quickly. Sure, that's why they put 2 showtimes there instead of just 1. Like they did with How to Train Your Dragon.
I might try to go watch that. I really want to see the movie, so...
Yeah.
The last trailer.
I would love to go watch it.
It's really good. It definitely really impressive.
I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be the best DC movie.
Well, already supposedly, like, people who already watched it on Twitter said it is the best, but Twitter's very, I don't know. The people who watch these premieres tend to kind of over exaggerate or not so, like, so we don't know. But seeing the trailers, I definitely think it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited for this, and like I think you're right. I think it might be the best DC movie. Not saying much, but like I mean, of course, this is not. We're not talking about Dark Knight, of course, because those are amazing.
No, I'm talking about DCEU. Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
We know what I'm talking about.
I know. So, but we'll see. We'll see like how it goes and all that. I'm actually curious, but I think it's smart to release it early and all that because maybe whoever sees it, the word of mouth is going to spread, and when it has a worldwide opening, then of course it might have a huge, maybe a huge weekend.
I noticed
weekend.
they're doing a lot of this with movies nowadays. Like, I think back when I saw Jumanji early,
yeah,
2 weeks early, and then I saw Aquaman early, 2 weeks early,
and those both became very successful movies.
And
You also seen How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon early. I saw Tomb Raider early.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
No, I mean, but it goes to show though those movies, some of the movies you named, they actually became very huge box office hits.
Yeah.
Because they did that, and like I said, I think whoever sees this, word of mouth is gonna be like, oh yeah, I saw like Shazam, and it's really good. You should go watch it, blah blah blah. And then other people kind of get ready once its worldwide opening hits. Boom. Have a huge opening weekend, and who knows, make money. Make fun. Because it needs to anyway. Because it's gonna be a pretty tough month in April. So with Endgame and Hellboy,
Yeah, it is like before.
Yeah.
probably more for Hellboy than Endgame, but
yeah, I think Hellboy's gonna suffer because of it.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think.
But it's a different crowd, I feel, because one's rated R and one's definitely not rated R.
Yeah.
Two different movies too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but if you're available to watch it, Fandango.com, they'll have all the tickets there for you.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
1 week.
1 week from Saturday.
Yep, 1 week from Saturday.
Days Gone has gone gold.
Yes. The next Sony exclusive has gone gold.
April 26th?
April 26th.
Same day as
freaking
Avengers.
Avengers. Yeah. Don't have to make a choice on that one.
Well, I know you'll be watching Avengers first, and then you'll go home and play Days Gone.
You're probably
Yeah.
probably take
Or you can play Days Gone before. Oh, no. Never mind. We're going to be watching Avengers the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
When you get home around midnight, you can just have it loaded up and ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have a couple Bang energy drinks and be ready to go.
I'm not going to lie. I might be taking the Friday off after Avengers.
I might just take the week off.
I'm not going to do... I'm saving that for maybe E3.
You're going to take the Friday off after
Well.
Son of a motherfucker. No, actually, no. I don't even have to worry about that because, EA's not going to be at E3.
Sony's not be... Well, we'll just have to be there for Nintendo, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's usually Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
So Tuesday morning, yep, I'll probably take that day off then. I gotta check out. I like watching the Nintendo video, and then I like watching Treehouse all day.
I think Nintendo's gonna have a pretty big year.
Yeah, of course. They're like the only ones like in full throttle right now.
Pretty much.
I think that really goes without saying. But
is someone washing their hair right now? That smells delicious. It smells like herbal essence right now.
Herbal essence.
Yes. I just want to.
Or Fidel Sassoon.
Maybe it's Pete. Pete, you got some perfume on?
Maybe.
Nice.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
So what have we been watching, gentlemen? Let's talk Aquaman.
You want to talk
That's
about
what I've been watching. I've been watching Aquaman. So, I have now watched every DC movie except for Justice League all the way through.
Yes.
Still haven't finished Justice League. I need to do it at some point.
You're not really missing much there, Ant.
It's worse than going to work. That's what it feels like.
What, watch it Justice League?
Yep.
I might give you that.
But
what do you think of Aquaman, though?
I'm going to let you know.
Let me know right now.
I'm going to let you know right now.
Okay, tell me.
Right here, right now.
Mm-hmm.
Get over with.
It is the best DC movie I've seen to date. But have some issues with the movie.
What's your issues?
First issue, way too much CG.
Okay. Try not to ruin too much because I haven't seen it yet. I kind of want to see it.
Looks a little fake in some parts.
Okay.
Looks a little fake. Then I have a little bit of problem with the whole Black Manta storyline. Thought it was a little cheesy.
Which is a shame though, because I'm excited for Black Manta.
It's basically Whiplash.
Oh, so his dad was like whatever. But to be honest, I think in the comic books it's kind of like that.
I mean, I got it. I get it. I get where you're coming from. I get the fact that it is cheesy.
It's really cheesy.
It is cheesy, but I look at the fact that it is a cheesy comic book movie.
It kind of seems cheesy.
And then the main storyline. Now I know this is very what's the word I'm looking for? This is very broad generalization, but I've seen it before. It was called Thor. And watching two brothers fight over a crown of a city, I've seen it. Instead, this time we're not rooting for the blonde brother. We're rooting for the dark-haired brother. We're not rooting for the brother that is, lived in Asgard his whole life and wasn't an outsider. This one, we're rooting for the outsider that's going after the guy that's lived in Atlantis all his life.
Change of reversals, huh?
Yeah, but it's basically Thor.
Okay, Captain Marvel was basically Green Lantern.
Not the movies. Green Lantern movie's garbage.
Yeah, that movie's trash, man.
I would say Captain Marvel's more along the lines of Superman.
How is it not Green Lantern?
No, there's a little Green Lantern to it, but it's like Green Lantern.
She's a fighter jet that just comes out, summons powers, and just like from someone else who just happened to die, and then like, I'm powerful.
Yeah, but some like villain who has a huge freaking like brain or a head or whatever,
You're talking about?
In Green Lantern, the movie.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
The guy's like, I feel great. And his head's like.
But Captain Marvel's better than the Green Lantern movie.
It
oh, okay. I'm about to say we're not really comparing that, are we?
It is. Definitely.
Okay.
But like, they're like very similar. In that
I would say Aquaman and like Thor. I would say like that's where I would put Aquaman if I like compare it. I would say like those two movies are pretty on par.
So do you like it?
Yeah, I'd like it. I'd watch it again.
But I mean, you wouldn't say it's on par with one of the best Marvel movies, right?
No.
It's
a very different.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's like on par with like Thor.
Okay.
Like it would have been a great origin story before Justice League,
this is a good kind of Starfield.
it's a good step in the right direction.
It's a good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I think that's what DC needs to do. And I think Shazam will be another good step. And I think they're going the right track now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely.
We'll see what happens with that. Do you want to know what I watched this past weekend?
Real Ghostbusters.
No.
No.
Oh, that's just something different. Goddamn. Switch it up.
Actually, no.
Sopranos?
I know. I actually watched Bumblebee.
Scarface?
Bumblebee!
I still don't believe you. Carlito's Way?
I wish.
Nebraska?
Are you assuming I like all these gangster movies?
Yes.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But I actually watched Bumblebee, and I want to say, you know what's funny?
Where would you rank it in 2018 movies? Top 10?
Oh, dude, that's hard, man. Yeah, maybe. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
Wait, how many movies did you see in 2018?
I mean, probably 10, man. I can't really say, dude.
Well, then I guess it's in his top 10.
No, but I mean, I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I thought it was a really good movie. I think it's the best Transformers movie in my opinion.
Is Bumblebee better than Ant-Man and Wasp?
Yeah. You know what? Maybe. I think it's a much more solid story. I
kind of agree with that.
I actually think it's a much more solid, well-told story.
I'm not even going to ask about Infinity War or Black Panther because I know it's not
No,
going to be better than either one of those. So there's no point me even asking
it's
that.
It's a very solid, well-told story. It's definitely the best Transformers movie. You know what? It's funny. We're talking about prequels and how we're dissecting.
You know what's funny?
Captain America. Captain Marvel. I'm sorry. Let me finish. We're dissecting Captain Marvel, and we're saying how there's a lot of flaws in it. I feel this is a better prequel movie.
But I told you why, because it's so disassociated from the story.
I understand that, but you
like there's not like they don't have to like fill in holes because it's freaking Transformers, dude. It's not like it's like story driven anyways.
No, you're right.
And it's so far outside the scope of the Sam Witwicky and all that other crap.
I agree. Here's my I'm comparing, contrasting, not to give too much away because I want you to see it still, but for instance, I think it did a better job. Like, I feel like Captain Marvel, it has to take place in '95, but they're trying too hard to kind of be like, oh, this is the '90s, here's some puns here and there, whereas
Bumblebee was like, you felt like you were in the world.
You felt like you're in 1987.
It was natural.
It was natural. It was much more
like forced.
It wasn't forced. Like, hey, here's the '90s. You know, they had
kind of like Stranger Things.
Yes,
yeah. Kind of like you actually feel like you're in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like you're in the '80s. It's not necessarily forced. It doesn't feel like you hear these songs just to hear these songs. It didn't feel like they throw certain jokes here and there from like the '80s. Oh, we're in the '80s. This is how it is. I mean, they have a couple references here and there, but it felt more natural. Mm-hmm. I think her story felt a lot more natural, like the girl's story and all that. Haley Steinfeld's story, thank you. It felt a lot more natural. Her character felt more real. Great actress. She is a great actress, and it felt like a much more real story. She's actually a pretty strong character too, but she wasn't forcefully strong. She wasn't like, oh, look at me, I'm a tough girl. No, you see some weaknesses in her, but she also shows a lot of strength in that story too, a lot of independence too in that movie. And she's only like 18. So the best comparison to this movie is if anybody's seen Iron Giant, I'll compare it to that.
I love Iron Giant.
It's really like a live action Iron Giant kind of, more than Transformer movie, more than Michael Bay Transformers.
You had me at Iron Giant,
dude. I'm telling you, watch
Diesel, baby.
Dude. And like I said, a lot of people might be expecting like a lot of action. It has some action scenes, but it's way more story driven, and it did tell a way better story than the previous Transformers movies. And I love the look of the dude. I'm so like. 3 minutes. It shows 3 minutes of Cybertron, 3 minutes of like Optimus Prime and Soundwave and all that. And I'm already like, dude, why couldn't they do this already? Why couldn't this be the Transformer movie we wanted? Because it was on point. And so like I said, a couple of the characters they showed in the movie, not to give anything away, were not really like mainstays for the Transformer movie. So it's not like you can be like, oh, why does this character is like not here or there or whatever. It's like kind of new characters that you didn't see in the future movies. Mm. So that's kind of also helps out in the sense where like you can, you don't have to be like, oh, well, it doesn't explain this and that. It's very self-explanatory. A very good movie. I really enjoyed it, man, and I hope they actually continue with this. I know it didn't do that well in the box office, But
yeah, it's up against Aquaman, which freaking just killed everything.
Yeah, but you know, Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse is excellent too. And I'll be honest, man, those two movies, I want to say maybe Spider-Verse might be better, but damn, Bumblebee was really good too. I'm really happy with Bumblebee, and I think it's definitely the better prequel movie to Captain Marvel compared to Captain Marvel.
I really liked Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Both starred with Haley Steinfeld.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen.
Get the fuck out of here. She was Spider-Gwen too?
Yeah.
God, what the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
Dude, she did 2 movies almost back to back?
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, she was really good. I was really sold with her character. I never even cared for Bumblebee. I really care for that character too. I hope they do more movies because the ending kind of left you a little bit like, okay, I'm really kind of want to see more. So yeah, I'm very happy with this movie. I really enjoyed it. I definitely think you guys should watch it. It's a good family movie too.
Who's seen it?
Yeah, I know you did.
I
didn't know.
You guys.
No, you should. Well, you and your family. You and your family, man. You should watch it. It's a good family movie too. So very high.
What have you been watching, Chris? Besides Game of Thrones.
Hold on. I watched it on Netflix this past Friday. Let me see if I can pull
You watched Roma and Roma 2.
No. Thank God.
You tell me you didn't finish that?
No, I did not finish that shit. No, I did not finish
But that's a Academy Award winning movie.
It did win.
Yes,
one too.
That's what it is. Okay. So me and a friend of mine, lady friend of mine, we watched Abducted in Plain Sight. Netflix documentary on...
I've seen it! So
Netflix.
I know! Oh my god!
Holy shit!
What, messed up?
Oh my god!
Saying it's messed up is doing it no justice.
Oh my god!
Well, here's a question though. Like this.
What was the biggest what the fuck moment for you, Chris? The hand job in the car?
Yeah, that was.
I think that had to be the biggest what the fuck moment.
Wait a minute.
So, like,
is this a live action show?
No, it's a real story, Pete.
Real
No,
story.
but I mean, is it reenacted?
It's a documentary.
It's documentary. It's like hour 30 minutes,
Something like that.
So like, okay, so imagine this family that lives. I forgot where exactly. Where
They
it
were
was.
in Utah.
Utah.
Yeah, they're Mormons.
Yeah,
They're really religious people.
really religious people, and have a
You're
neighbor.
saying it like in a way that they're not that religious.
No. They're religious. They're just so freaking
crazy.
Well, it's not even that they're crazy. I think they're so like gullible and oblivious to to evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so they have this neighbor who is comes by and visits often. Ends up being kind of ends up being a family member at one point. It's like yeah, he's around all the time, around the children all the time. 3 girls.
He has like 3 boys.
He has like 3 boys. Yeah.
It's like Brady Bunch kind of thing, but
Yeah.
he's not married. Like the family's married, and like he's married too, actually.
Yeah. So everyone's just like a big whole family reunion kind of thing. Each time they get together, each weekend, every day, whatever it can be. All right. So just imagine one day, like the guy goes to the father, like, "Hey, I'm really upset about something. Can we go take a drive or somewhere? Can we just really talk about something?" So go take a drive. Forgot where they drove to, but they took a drive. And so they stopped and started like, my wife we're not having sex as much, and like I'm just so pent up with frustration and whatnot. Like, can you give me a hand job right now?
Can you relieve me?
Can you relieve me?
Well, can't you relieve himself?
Yeah, exactly, Pete. Well, that's one thing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love you guys. You asked me to do that, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I'm just letting you guys fucking know that right now. I love you guys, though. I'll punch you in the goddamn face.
I'm just saying though, you have 2 hands. I mean,
but
like, if you had like maybe Captain Hook hands, I can understand that.
But no, it goes worse. Not only the fact that he got something from him, but he went to the wife as well.
Yeah, he's banging the wife too.
And banging the wife as well. And then not only that,
so
had something with the daughter as well.
Yeah, the daughter was like 13. So he asked the mom, like, "Oh, can I take her to we're gonna go look at the horses?"
Yeah.
So here's a fucked up pitting thing too. Let me get into this because I watched this too, Chris. and being a parent, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna take her out horseback riding, right? So okay, it's getting late. Be back by dinner. Dinner comes, goes. It's dark out. Still don't hear anything. Oh, maybe the car broke down. We'll give it another day. Next day, I don't want to bring the police involved with this.
Yeah.
We'll give it one more day. Hello? What the hell?
Like 5 days goes by.
Yeah, before she even gets to the cops.
So did father went with the whole like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a good friend, and we need to look out for our friends. And
man, you gotta relieve that.
Yeah. So yeah, this all truly did happen, told from their actual point of view.
So then this freaking guy is so messed up that he takes this little girl, maybe 12 or 13, and then so he has her in this motorhome, and then like he makes up this whole story to her. He like drugs her and like puts this like robot alien voice thing and says that she's actually an alien from outer space. And her mission is to like reproduce with this guy and make babies with this guy.
Yeah. And she believes him, and she's like, we have to do this mission. We're on a mission. We have to complete our mission before something bad happens.
Wait till he gets even more fucked up than this.
Like,
right?
Oh,
wait, hold on. It gets more fucked up. Go ahead, Chris.
And you can't tell anyone. You can't say like you can't say anyone to anyone. You can't tell anyone anything. You're just on a mission. If you say something, someone will die.
Your sister will die, actually.
Your sister will die.
He said your little sister will die. Because she's an alien, too.
Yeah.
Well...
Hold on. Now here's the better part. So, they finally find this guy, a month later or something like that. They get it back. He gets arrested. He has to go... He goes into sex therapy, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Sex therapy? He should cut his fucking dick off.
No, he goes into like sex therapy, right? Because he like talks his way saying he's like insane or whatever.
Yeah.
So what does he do? Right after that, fucking goes back to their house and tells him his sex therapist says he has to sleep in the same bed as the daughter. And what do the parents do? They fucking let him. And then wait, gets even better. And then he kidnaps her again. Kidnapped her again.
And goes to Mexico.
Yeah, takes her ass to Mexico.
I don't know who I'm more angry with. This fucking guy or the fucking parents for being that dumb.
Oh, the parents. You gotta be more mad at the parents for being that dumb.
I don't know who I'm more angry about. It's gonna fool me once.
Like you can't believe what we're telling you, right?
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you.
Like you think we're fucking with you, right?
No, I don't think you're fucking at all. I think there's people that dumb out there.
Dude, at first I'm watching the show and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then freaking the hand job thing comes up. I'm like, what the fuck? And then she gets kidnapped once.
Are they really?
And then he gets it back.
Yeah.
And then he gets kidnapped again.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
like, what the hell?
Are the parents really like going there doing these interviews?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Well, yeah. I mean, are you that dumb still? That
Oh no, they're making money on it now.
They're making money on it now, but like,
and the guy's dead now, so now they're just making all this money.
Why
off
did
of
he
it.
die?
He killed himself.
Yeah, killed himself.
Oh,
because he was gonna get arrested.
Yeah.
So he just killed
so
himself.
He'd rather kill himself than go to jail.
But he was like 80 when he killed himself. So
he was 80.
Yeah.
And he was like.
Yeah, and like she was on like a book tour.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause she wrote a book, the girl that got kidnapped, and dude, but you know what, dude? Like, the problem is like the girl is so young and impressionable. Like, I could totally see like her like buying that shit.
Well, yeah, of course, because she's probably naive. Like,
yeah, of course.
Well,
look at the parents now. How naive they are.
Their parents are like that dumb and that like little sheltered. I mean, you can see the girl being the same way too, raised that way. You know what I'm saying?
God, it was just like the most craziest thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
It was, dude. Like, I couldn't like. There's like moments when I was just like in shock. Like, I could not believe like what I was hearing.
But in shock, the fact that someone
could be that dumb. Yeah,
that naive, that gullible to fall for.
And not only that, but someone could be that forward and be like, "Hey, can you give me a hand job?"
Well,
and not only that, but after he came back, he had an affair with the wife for about like 11 months or some shit like that.
And did he know about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he found out.
Yeah, he knew about it. Yeah.
I don't. Well, you know, and that's the thing though. This guy was such a. I guess he knew how to manipulate him.
Well, they said like they even said like he was like the evil dude. They said he was like a master manipulator. Yeah. Like
my whole question is, I don't understand how they don't go to their pastor or their if they're religious and talk to them about it, and then of course they maybe act upon it, the church, and do something about it.
They ain't gonna do nothing about it. What do they care?
Yeah, but still, if you're supposed to care about your congregation, the people around you, right? You know, I was.
Yeah, but dude, someone can't. Dude, you got to take some personal responsibility at some point in your life, man.
I agree with that. But,
like the parents need to step up and be parents.
If they're that weak-minded, which they seem they were, they should have definitely try to deal with this problem.
I don't understand how people could be alive for that long in this world, being that dumb and naive.
Oh, dude, they'll be the first to be eaten by zombies.
Dude, you ain't.
And if a zombie apocalypse happened that day, they'll be the first ones eaten.
I mean, it was like.
They're like her, what was it, Herschel and all that.
that moment when the zombie walks by you with them.
They're like, oh my god, the zombie's sick. Let me go give it a hug. And
no, the zombie just keeps walking because it fucking lacks brains, dude.
Oh my god.
I just like that's what I'm saying. I don't know what when you tell me this, so I don't know who I should be more angry with, that guy or the parents.
That was just the craziest shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
Now, I did also watch the, it's not as crazy, like, in that context, but what was that dude's name? Ted Bundy, yes. That dude's just a sick fuck.
Yeah, he is, and freaking the girl I'm dating is, like, freaking so obsessed with that story, and, like, can't wait for the Netflix movie to come out.
Oh, with Zac Efron?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, why? And she's like, I'm just so obsessed with it. I'm like, oh my god, alright.
He's crazy, that dude, too.
He is.
Well, yeah, he. I think the reason we went to the whole serial killing spree was pretty much he got dumped by some girl, so he went manipulating all these other girls into whatever, get into a car and then killed each one. Like, I mean, I think killed over 30. I want to say more than 30.
No, dude, he said in the 3 digits.
Yeah,
that's what he said in his interview.
Well, he said it. They only proven it's like 30 something.
Why would he lie?
I don't know, made to be more like nefarious.
More
infamous.
Dude, at that point you have nothing to lie about, like while you're on your deathbed.
I mean, at the same time, I guess at that time it's like literally like.
Dude, they had no forensic evidence. How do they prove anything?
Yeah, well, also people end up missing. They never find them.
Yeah,
so.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, he got
lives that he ruined.
He got
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel more sorry for, like, let's say parents or whatever, or loved ones who literally, like, they're, whoever, they end up missing, and they didn't know their whereabouts. They don't know if maybe he killed them or somehow they're still out there somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's, like, the worst feeling ever because you don't have no closure in that sense.
Yeah.
So, like...
Dude, that shit was crazy, too, when he escaped from jail. Yeah. In that... Dude, like twice he escaped from jail.
Well, he was another guy who manipulated people into believing...
That was just crazy to me, though. Like, dude, he's like, dude, he escapes from the jail once, and then he fucking escapes from the same jail again twice. And then at that point, to me, every murder that happened in Florida was on the freaking people in that jail, that where he got escaped from. Because how the hell you let the guy freaking escape twice?
That's why you need people like the Punisher in this world. To take care of business like that, man.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So,
you know, there's no half measures, full measures right there.
There's nothing else. I mean, yeah, games.
What have we been playing? Honestly, dude, all I've been playing is Minecraft and World of Final Fantasy. So and Rocket League.
Oh, you'd be happy that I've been playing Spider-Man.
How the hell have you not beat it, dude? If you've been playing Spider-Man,
I played it yesterday.
You got like 2 minutes left in the game.
No, I doing all the other side missions.
Oh God. Just beat the damn game, Pete.
The last, dude, I love that whole raft scene, man. That was pretty amazing. Like, well, the whole Sinister Six.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, right now, I'm at Electro. I'm fighting Electro.
I thought you were right at the Doc Ock part.
Well, yeah, I got past Doc Ock. I got the whole when Doc Ock reveals himself.
And now you fight, like, Electro and...
Yeah, no, I'm just fighting Electro right now. I don't know who else I'm going to fight after him.
I think when you get to the end of that, you fight Electro and somebody else.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I saw Doc Ock also do the whole virus thing. He, like, opened the virus and the Devil's Breath.
Yeah.
And they infected all of New York, so... Which is a pretty huge, like, moment, I guess, because he literally almost kind of how many he killed from that Devil's Breath, so...
Reminds me of Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
What?
That whole city, like...
From PS2?
PS3.
Was that PS3? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 was PS2.
Mm-hmm. The whole city was freaking infected.
How was that game, though?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was great.
Wasn't there like a cartoon or like a cel-shaded one on PS2?
I think it's thinking Shadow's Dimension, maybe?
I think you're Shattered Dimensions.
Okay.
That's a good one, too, I heard.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So you play, like, Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Man 29 and 9.
Spider-Ham?
No, you don't play Spider-Ham.
No, but I've been dabbling in some Uncharted.
Still doing the Uncharted?
Yeah, still doing
No
Uncharted.
Apex or Legends?
No.
No Division 2? open beta?
Did play that, but I was like, okay, I'm just kind of waiting for the full game. Comes out now if you buy the $100 edition, but come to find out they're giving you all the things for free. So all the DLC for free.
Thought we had something else going on over there.
No,
But
not yet. I'm trying to look if there's any news.
Any news?
No, nothing.
any breaking news before we get off air? You don't got nothing, Pete?
Let me see sports.
Oh, homework this week.
Yes.
Yes, homework this week.
Homework this week. So, I'm saying, if you want, I don't know guys how you feel about it. Would you guys feel, would you rather watch Get Out?
Yeah, I want to watch Get Out.
Or Triple Frontier?
Get Out.
Yeah, I want to watch Get Out as well.
I have not watched that yet. I want to watch it. I've been saying I've been wanting to watch it for the last 2 years, and I haven't even got to it.
Okay,
so, yeah.
so due to the fact, because of us coming out next week, Friday, our homework assignment this week will be Get Out.
Yeah, right now, us is what, 100% still?
I think last I looked.
Let's check one more time. But yeah, I definitely want to watch Get Out. Yeah, I definitely want to watch Get Out because I have not seen that yet, and I've always wanted to see it. I tell you what, man, Jordan Peele definitely knows how to direct movies, man.
When's Twilight Zone coming out?
Yeah, that's I'm excited for that too.
I don't know. Let's see. Rotten Tomatoes.
It's 100% still.
Blake Bortles.
And 48 reviews so far, so.
40 reviews, still at 100%?
Yep.
Alright. Well, that is your homework assignment today. Well, homework assignment for the week, guys. Get Out. Starring, forgot his name.
M'Baku.
Not M'Baku.
I know it's M'Baku, but the guy plays M'Baku.
No, not him.
Winston Duke. Lupita.
That's in Us.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're talking about
Get Out. Get Out is with Daniel. I don't know his last name.
Not Ratcliffe. I can tell you that much.
Not Ratcliffe. But yeah.
Harry Potter.
Jordan Peele movie came out 2 years ago. Last February. 2 years February. So yeah, go check that out. And
we will be watching that this week. We will be giving our review on it. I'm pretty sure we're all gonna like it. I know you liked it.
Yeah.
So
pretty trippy.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they look really good.
Yeah, it does.
And actually, Us looks really good too. And that starts.
Us looks really good.
Yeah.
I know Leah won't watch Us with us.
That looks so.
But
that looks very creepy.
Get Out first.
Yeah, I'll show her the trailer for Get Out. Say she'll watch that. I know she doesn't do horror movies, so
yeah.
Even though I heard that's more suspenseful than horror.
It's more suspenseful and more horror for black people. But
so are we not gonna get scared then?
I mean, no.
I don't think in the. I understand what Chris is saying because I know what the plot is. So I get it.
It's like, oh, this is not scary at all. Why is this a horror movie?
But yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty. So, guys, we will hopefully be back on Mark Zuckerberg's network next week, Facebook. Again, we are on YouTube this week.
You know what?
If you're here, like the channel while you're here, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Show some love.
Yeah, give us a little love. Subscribe. Again, we'll be back on Facebook next week. We'll be reviewing Get Out before Us comes out from Jordan Peele. We will be talking about the Disney and Fox merger because it will be complete on March 20th.
Yes,
we will also be talking about more NFL free agency as it happens over the next week. Anything else you can think of early on that we were talking about?
I mean, I might give my Division 2 impressions if I buy it Friday.
I know Yoshi's Woolly World is coming out on the 29th, so I will be getting that and reviewing that at some point.
Okay.
Anything else?
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, happy St. Patty's Day this Saturday, right?
Sunday.
Yep.
I probably will go be seeing Wonder Park this weekend, Friday.
Ooh, we'll be looking forward to that review either Friday or...
We should go see the Leprechaun, too. It's St. Patty's Day.
More NHL. What's that?
What's NHL?
What's NHL?
I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know.
I can tell you this right now. I know we're in the Tampa market. Tampa Bay has the best record in hockey right now.
Did they really?
Oh, by a landslide, they have the best record in hockey. Oh, yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
They are killing it.
It's crazy to think that a hockey team in Florida is doing so damn well for the last few years.
but you know what?
But I'm just saying
that's the number 1 team in our market, even when they're not doing good.
But I'm saying it's funny though, considering the fact that I don't consider Florida a sports state.
But for some reason, Tampa loves hockey.
They love the fucking hockey.
Dude, they do. Even when the Lightning aren't good, they fill that
I'm just
place
saying,
up.
Orlando Magic doesn't fill up. Miami Heat does not fill up. The Jaguars, their fan base is kind of weak. Dude, even the Dolphins is kind of weak, their fan base.
Yeah.
But the Buccaneers is pretty good. Pretty good
The
fan
Bucks fan base is good when they're doing good. The Bucks fan base is bad when they're doing bad. It kind of goes with how they're doing.
The Lightning?
Because when Gruden and Dungy was there, that stadium was full.
Yeah.
But then, since they've been off and on, they average almost 5 points a game.
That's ridiculous.
They are not the best team ever, Bradley. Come on, get out of here. The Detroit Red Wings in the 90s had like 130 something points by the end of the season, which is ridiculous.
Dude, they had an all-star team at that time.
Yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves with the Lightning, because let's wait, because the Patriots did lose in the Super Bowl when they were 16-0.
That's true.
So in order for the Lightning to complete their season, they have to be holding Lord Stanley's Cup before I will give them props.
Lord Stanley's Cup.
Yes. So once they are holding that, once Vasilevsky is holding that up, once Tyler Johnson's holding that up, Steven Stamkos, is that enough love for you, Bradley? When they're holding that trophy up, I will give them love. How about that?
You know who's not going to be holding that trophy up?
Ryan Callahan. I will give him the most love because he's an ex-Ranger, of course.
Yeah, you know who's not going to be holding that cup this year?
Who's that?
The Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers suck because James Dolan sucks. Sell the team. Ban me, you
piece of shit.
Ban me one more time. One more motherfucking time, James Dolan.
Dude, I wish Charles Lee knocked him out. What a crappy owner, man.
I just gave you an NHL love. What more you want, man?
Brad, we're giving you some love about the NHL right now, bro. The Lightning are really damn good.
He's feeling it now. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, the Lightning are damn good, man.
Hey, I root for the Lightning to win because I get half-price pizza at Papa John's when they win. So come on, guys. I love my pizza. Anyways, guys, we are heading out. Mm-hmm. I'm the real Ant-Man.
E-Tup.
Again.
The cup's in my way, man.
All right, guys. We are getting off this crazy little thing called YouTube as soon as I figure out how to stop the video.
And see you guys.
Bye, bro.